Hello, people of the world. Welcome to the Ready to Start Cast season finale event.
That's right. It's the season finale. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm so excited today because there's been a lot of great news coming out, especially of the blue hedgehog variety. So I thought, we had to finish off this year of Startcast strong. I know last week we had a pretty big guest, and this week I want to keep that momentum going. Okay, let me just get right into it. Everyone, from Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Tika Sumpter.
She turned us down.
Oh, okay. Well, yay. That's fine because hey, we got someone even better. This is why we have backups on this show. This is why we do backups. So here we go. Introducing for the first time on Ready to Start Cast, famous Sonic tuber Cybershell.
Ooh, see, they never returned the DMs.
All right. Well, that's why you need backups for your backups. Let's. Melton. Is Melton here?
Melton has a restraining order on us.
What about Sonic Nose Network 1998?
They won't talk to us anymore.
I think my dad has played Sonic, right? Did we get him? Let's talk about all this great Sonic the Hedgehog
Hey guys,
news.
I'm here. I can do the podcast if you want.
Who are you? Who are you?
I'm the guy. I'm the guy. I stand in the corner of all your episodes. You just don't hear me all the time. Just in case something happens.
Let me see that mustache. Lou! What?
Hi, Lou.
This is like the 8th episode you've been on. Get out of here. You're old news. Get out of here.
Whoa. Listen, I'm here because the people need to see a familiar face before we get into uncharted territory, Like, you can't just
you even like Sonic?
I love Sonic. He's my best friend.
All right, name a Sonic game.
Sonic's Rail Grind 3. That's Tropical Freeze. That's a good one.
Come on.
That's not even made by Sega. Sonic Team.
Come on.
It was made by Bethesda's.
Oh, you're right. I forgot.
Is this like a bit, Ryan? Can we get this clown out of here? Bring in the real guest?
If you should never call that clown company.
I feel like I need to pull the curtain back real quick and explain something. We had 6 guests reject us tonight. That's the story of that.
More like unavailable.
Yeah.
But only one guest rejected us.
No.
Congratulations, Naomi.
We had
the one that rejected us.
We had a guest plan all week, and then they got sick at the last second, and then we asked another friend, and they weren't available tonight. And then Rosa asked like 3 of her friends, and they weren't available tonight.
Just to give you
unavailable, one rejected.
Just to give you an idea of like how far our show has fallen. Nick Tendo said no. He doesn't want to be on our show anymore.
But you know who always says yes? You go reliable over here.
Mario! Thank you for joining us, Mario.
Lou, to say yes, someone needs to ask you a question first.
You're right. You know what? I could just go. I'll just leave. I'll go see myself out. I know the way. You play the violin. Let's get that going.
I'm mean now.
So one play like the Gravity Falls, Dipper learns his lesson music.
Yeah.
Mabel, I'm sorry. I got.
I'm sorry, Mabel. I'll learn to respect women.
Let's play the Bob's Burgers apology music.
Yeah, how does that go? See,
it's like brang. I don't know. They have like a little ukulele, like in the intro.
How many?
Crap.
How many shows have like defined apology music?
SpongeBob definitely has like at least 3 songs for when something sad is happening.
I have not watched Amphibia yet. But I know when I watch it, there's going to be the apology music.
You don't even need to know.
Every Disney show has the apology music. It's Disney
I
fan.
like the apology music and DuckTales. That's a lie.
I've been told that Disney has like much stricter things about like having a moral at the end of all their cartoons. So like all of their cartoons have the learning lesson music.
That's why they have like they're really strict about having them star kids most of the time too, because it's like the kids have to relate, they have to know. That's why there was hardly a DuckTales episode where there wasn't like a kid present.
It's so funny because like compared to like Cartoon Network, there's so many like Clarence episodes that are just like Clarence goes on a plane and he learns nothing.
Yeah.
He learns how to drive a plane.
Yeah, Chad drives a plane.
Would you be allowed? I feel like I would want if I had like a strict like one like moral per episode rule. I feel like I'd want to make the apology music like just completely undermine it. I wonder if I'd be allowed to do that. Like just like play like just terrible music, just like screaming. Like,
I think it should overpower the apology. I think it should be able to hear what the character is saying.
It's like yeah.
I'm so sorry for how I've hurt you today. I'm really messed up.
Yeah, let's
tomorrow's
really,
another day.
And then a taxi like drives to your house.
It's a freaking like skate
In
movie.
real life?
Yes.
Oh no.
And it like takes you to like Sega headquarters. And then you get to decide the fate of Sonic.
Whoa.
You know, before we start tonight, I do want to address something kind of important. The Multiverses beta has started, and I sent a request to be part of it, and it didn't accept me. Which, you know, they're fucked because I'm the only person who knows anything about Rain Dog, and they're gonna fuck up that character so bad.
Rain Dog is a very he's got a lot of lore, and the different continuations and iterations of him make a lot of people he's kind of got like a Kingdom Hearts level lore, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I just respect the Rain Dog character so much, and I'm just honored to bring this character to life on the big screen. I think the fans are really going to be happy with this rendition of Rain Dog.
Do you?
Yes, I was paid to do this interview.
Do you think that Rain Dog will rise above the other licensed characters? Because I mean, everybody knows Bugs Bunny and everything, but
from what I've been
they
told,
know Rain Dog?
I don't think this game's gonna have much of a comp scene. It's gonna be very casual, and casual players aren't gonna see Bugs Bunny and Superman and click onto Rain Dog.
You know what? You do not know. 8-year-olds, they will do that. That's how half the people learned about the characters in Smash Brothers. They went to their friend's house, and somebody put on like Smash Brothers Brawl, and they went, Kirby looks cute. I'm gonna play that one.
Lou?
Yeah.
The second they put Gumball in this game, no 8-year-old is gonna play as a Rain
You're
Dog.
right. You're right.
I don't know. I think Rain Dog is such a great character, and we really wanted to respect the history of Rain Dog, and bringing him to the big screen.
This the good thing that the Metaverse game has done is that any vintage Ryan, vintage Ryan Dog. What's the
Ryan
game
Dog?
called? What's the game called?
This is why we don't bring you. You just said Ryan Dog. You don't even know what we're talking about.
Her name is Phoebe. Thank you very much.
What?
That's the name of my dog.
Why do you mean your dog Rain Dog?
Rain Dog vintage merchandise, which was always really hard to find, is now starting to creep its way into eBay. Because Rain Dog is going popular again. People are remembering Rain Dog
from your childhood.
Yeah, from your childhood. Your parents will look over and they'll go, "Is that Rain Dog? I haven't seen Rain Dog since the 1930s."
Looks like Rain Dog is making a comeback.
Yeah.
Are they voiced by Kate Micucci?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Can I pitch my theme song for Multiverses?
Okay.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Listen to this. Batman, Garnet, Shaggy, Rain Dog,
Woo!
Jake the Dog, and
Yeah.
Finn,
What?
Shaggy, Arya, Rick, and Gandalf.
Great. Yeah, I do think they need to put Rain Dog into Teen Titans. Hold on, are they still making Teen Titans Go? Do they still make?
You know what?
yeah.
Now that you've
Okay.
said this, there's gonna be an episode of Rain Dogs and Teen Titans Go. It's gonna happen.
Oh my god!
There's no way it won't.
Let's go to the Rain Dog.
Teen Titans Go to the Rain Dog.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of us that we're 15 minutes in and we haven't got to a single topic.
And then he says,
Right,
Rain Dog
okay.
says, much well.
Is it Rain Dog the topic? I thought we were talking
Yeah.
about Rain Dog over here.
No, I just want to do a quick bit about it. But no, we've talked about this dog for like 7 minutes.
I don't
feel
know what you want me to say. Rain Dog is a really culturally
I
important
like the
icon.
hesitation every time you say it. Like it's reindeer and dog. Reindeer
But
dog.
it looks like Ryan, like you know,
Like
like
what? Like what? Like who? What? Like what character? Huh? What character? From what?
I don't want to say.
Say
Tell
it.
me,
Say
tell
it.
me. I want to know.
It's like Reinhardt, my friend and lost comrade
Hello,
from
hello.
Overwatch.
I am Overwatch Winston.
Hello, it's me, Overwatch Scout at Tracer.
They should put Winston in the metaverse game, I think.
Multiverses. You're sloppy.
This season.
I think they should just take all the characters from Overwatch and put them into
Oh, it's an awesome trailer.
multiverses.
They give me like Steven and Batman are fighting, and they turn around and it's like, we're here, and all of Overwatch is behind them, and they all run towards him.
I think that's too much. There's like 30 of those guys. They could only put like 2, and I think it should be Winston and nobody else. So
I'm in the game.
I think they should just put Winston in every game, to
I
be
think you
honest.
need to answer some questions, Winston.
What do you mean?
What's up with this homophobia?
I gotta go.
Coward? You fucking coward! You're no ape. You're a chicken. You squawking chicken. Get out of here.
If
So
Steven
how-
played Overwatch, he would have a filler episode dedicated to how much he consumed his life for a week.
Pearl would be like, put a hand on Steven's shoulder and say, Steven, we're really worried about you.
All right, let's get to our first topic, and we can go from fighting game to fighting game. This week, the biggest reveal in fighting game history happened.
Woohoo!
Garfield the cat has joined the fray in Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl.
Wow, the
Wow.
developers of this game really, they really did good on my animations. Hooray.
Look how it turned out.
I think Garfield can die peacefully now since something makes him happy.
I really love that Garfield in this game, and that he's also like the best looking character in the entire game by like a long shot.
I
know,
think you can really tell they got to have some extra time with him, you know?
You know, the Garfield character is just someone we really want to do justice for all the fans out there. You know,
See, that's not even a joke. One of the reps on the game like loves Garfield.
Yeah, that's why he gave Garfield muscles.
Did
I
he?
love Garfield too.
His icon's
mean,
like Garfield with like huge muscles.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah.
one of the cool things about Garfield is that he references a lot of things from like across his history. There's like a lot of Garfield and Friends references in his moveset, and he's like one of his like moves, like he gets like a speech bubble. It's neat and fun, and I like it.
Is there a
Oh.
move where he throws like a potion that transforms his opposition into like an ugly sci-fi creature?
I was gonna say, speaking of Garfield in this game, like his model looks better than it does in the Garfield show.
That's sad.
Gar-
that's no good.
Garfield in this game looks wonderful and beautiful, and he looks like I don't know, he looks like a freak in that show.
I don't like how he moves in the show. I don't like how anybody moves in that show, actually. Let me retract
I don't
that.
like looking at John.
I also don't,
love
but I've never liked looking at him.
One of my
What's
favorite
No,
Fair
me
parts,
too.
one of my favorite parts about Garfield in this game is when his basic movement is just him like slouched over with like sleepy eyes, even when he's like going fast, and I think it's very funny.
Oh, he's
I like-
sleepy.
I like his little bib.
Oh,
Yes.
as an alt.
Yeah.
All the alt costumes are very funny to me. Like, I think it's really funny they gave Oblina like just a snorkel.
Well, because the devs have been very open about this. Nick has a very specific thing where any alt in the game has to be from an official source material, which is easy on some characters, and then you have Oblina, who they specifically said was the single hardest character to find anything for.
That
I
kind
know,
of that's a shame. They should have. I imagine we could have they should have a Oblina alt. They should let them do an Oblina alt where she's like reverse colors.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
They
Or like,
oh god.
or what? Like she has like a similar color scheme to the other monsters.
Well, some of the things
Yeah.
they shared was they made SpongeBob alts where he was like Patrick, Mr. Krabs, and Squidward colors, and then Nick turned it down because they had to be alts from like
What?
the official material.
So weird. I don't even
Technically,
get
they could
that.
do the SpongeBob since he dressed up like Patrick once.
A thing I've learned is for some reason companies above all else are weird about like color stuff. Like if you've played Smash Bros, you've seen Cloud and Sonic's alts.
Oh, so that's why they're
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
That's why Sonic looks like just damper sometimes and not any different.
I think Cloud might be the worst in Smash in terms of alts. He has one alt where he just removes a sleeve, and that's the only difference.
God.
Yeah.
Poor Cloud.
I hate Cloud.
Sorry. No, I'm kidding.
You know, they needed to remove the sleeves for the fan service, you know?
Of course, of course.
Yeah, Pac-Man is. I always think they dropped the ball on Pac-Man. He should have had a Miss Pac-Man alt first of all.
That promotes
Second-
transgenderism.
Oh. Does it? It's no different than like the villagers or the Inklings do that.
Bruce is saying that
it's
all the villagers are the same person.
true.
Oh my
Well,
gosh. Yes, no, let's roll with that. Let's roll with that. There's nothing
Uh,
bad about that.
Sandy's
Yeah.
alt is a reference to our recent episode called like Sports Crazy or something. I don't remember.
Yeah. I've actually seen that one. It's like
Well, you two have
it's kind of a Patrick. It's one where like SpongeBob and Patrick are playing in the sand at the beginning. I will say that. It goes beyond that though, but it does indeed start like that. You know, some great episodes have started like that. I will say, there's a few.
Okay.
All right, name three.
Why do you
Yeah.
sound like you're giving like some sort of speech when you said that?
I'm just saying.
Seems
I
like
don't-
at a Nickelodeon convention, they've been asked to say some words about SpongeBob, but they've accidentally fumbled, and Tom Kenny is sitting in the front row and like raising an eyebrow before he
Yeah.
talks.
I'll say if there's anything about Nick All Stars Brawl, you're like, I wonder why they didn't do that, or I wish they did that. Trust me, the devs made it abundantly clear. Anything we've thought of, they've had the same thought process. Anything that's not in the game, just because Nick is weird.
Everything.
That's not even like an exaggeration. Like anything
Yeah,
that's weird, it's just on Nick.
It's anything with like time budget, especially, and like the fact that the alts didn't come out like with the base game is definitely because they rushed them out the door. They're like, get the game out, get it done, and they're like, we're not done putting a hat on this character. They're like, I don't care, go.
I do think Garfield is one of my favorite characters to play in the game. I think he's really fun. He's like a zoner. He has a lot of projectiles. He has a move with a pie he throws, and like the pie can like carry people off the stage, which is really cool.
Oh yes,
Mhm.
that's cool.
He has a
I'm
move.
gonna.
He has a move with
Oh.
Pookie, where like he puts Pookie down, and then where he can call Pookie back, and then like it'll hit people on the way back.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, ain't that cute?
He's a little darling, ain't he?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
What?
Here comes Garfield. Garfield.
I'm glad they like played Garfield pretty straight for the most part, because you know it would have been very easy to like be like Garfield's a meme, make Garfield an algebra abomination, and he does all the meme stuff and shit like they did with Shaggy and Multiverses. I'm glad they like were very earnest about their Garfield fighting moveset.
Yeah, I think so. I think that made it a better character.
I like his kick move. I mean, you gotta have that. You gotta have the kick if you have Garfield.
Of course.
Yes.
Beautiful cat.
All right.
Quentin reviews has got to play Nick All-Star Brawl now because Garfield's in it. I'm really excited for what he does.
Yeah.
That'll
Hey,
be-
maybe I want to play after he finished with stories.
and then you can invite him to the podcast and have him reject you. Just like all six of your guests tonight.
Oh, way to
No one
rub it in.
rejected. Only one person rejected. Others were unavailable.
No, they all hate us. Come on.
That can't be true. Come on.
That's true. When they were doing the showcase video for Garfield's moveset, the guy commentating Lou says it's time to kick Odie off the table.
That's good. I love that video. That like Garfield. That's like a legendary. That's always funny to me.
Yeah.
I love Garfield's little stage too. It's like his dream. So like you're fighting on a giant lasagna, and the platforms are like pizzas. And there's like a bunch of walking milk cartons everywhere.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I like his stage. It's colorful and cute.
I think I'm gonna buy this game on my computer.
Really?
Computer.
Maybe I don't buy. I gotta be careful sometimes. I buy a lot of things that I just never touch.
True.
I think I haven't played Rayman Legends, but I've had it on my Switch since I like got it. I think.
I did that with like
Yeah,
Yoshi's Crafted
same.
World. I bought it and played it for an hour, then didn't touch it ever again.
It's not anything
Wow.
against the games. I just don't. I don't play games that much. I just don't. I don't have the time.
I thought
I'm-
you were a gamer. You lied to me.
I'm not a gamer. I have never ever said I'm a gamer. Ever.
You
Why?
have.
Check the
That's in your
opposite.
Twitter bio. Just go look. It says
What?
gamer. That's the
It
only
doesn't
thing
say
in
that.
it.
Hold on. Let me open up my. Hold on. What? Why does
Yeah.
it say that?
I have been the
Hold on.
opposite lately. I've been going through my backlog.
You have.
Yeah, I beat Final Fantasy IX, and because
Whoa.
of that, I've been able to play games I had on my Switch.
So Final Fantasy IX was the only thing holding you back from playing games on your Switch.
It's a big game compared to the other games.
Fair
Yeah,
But
enough.
RPG
like
is
it was
so
a good
long.
it's a good yeah. Well actually 9 could be pretty short, but I would say it's shorter if you know what you're doing, or it really depends. Like Final Fantasy 9 can be beaten in like 12 hours.
Okay. Okay.
I beat in 30.
That's not too long.
Which is like as long as like Origami King.
But you want to spend time in the game, you know? You don't want to just
Oh
blaze
yeah, I
through
know.
it.
Well, I mean, okay. The thing about like
Hold
it
on.
being-
I'm gonna pause this conversation. We have a segment for talking about what we played this week. We don't want to get distracted any more than we ever usually do.
Well,
Fair
we can
enough.
just skip Rosa when we get to that.
No.
It's just we're just having a conversation.
I want there to be some form of format to this.
You're right.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, Rosa. Don't. I promise. The second we get to that, you can continue.
all right.
Right, you're so
Uh,
mean.
Oh
No
my-
wonder everyone.
We
wants
gotta
to
talk
reject
about
us
so
now.
many things.
Okay, what do you want to talk about? Talk about learning with Pibby airing in January with an
What the
11
hell?
minute episode pickup.
What are you talking about?
What?
What is
That's
learning with
news.
Pibby? I don't know what that is.
Yes, you do. It's the one with where like all the characters are like eaten by the gumball void, and they're like, you know, like that little blue character, and like Fred
No.
Flintstone is in it.
Who?
Yes, it was like a huge. So Fred Flintstone is in it, and it has they get like corrupted.
Anyone see the Sonic movie trailer?
What?
Yes.
Wait, no! Don't start acting like nobody knows what I'm talking
I
about.
don't know what you're
Do
talking
not
about.
do this to
I
me.
don't.
I'm not having that today.
I'm
Don't do
serious.
that. I am serious.
I'm being serious too. I don't know what you're.
Ryan knows what I'm talking about, without a doubt. Do not do this to me. Don't side with Lou. Seep gets miffed. I'm not miffed. I'm rightfully.
Wait, you're a mifter?
What?
Welcome to the Miff Team Seep Week.
See, I know what that is. That's Monsters at Work. I watched that. I don't know what the hell you're talking.
Shut up.
I'm being genuine though. I don't know what that is. Will you tell me what learning with Pibby is? I don't know what that is.
Just look it up. Just look it up.
Learning with
Did
Pibby.
anyone see the Sonic movie trailer?
Why don't we talked about it for like an hour, like flirting with Pibby. Why is that? You just don't care about that?
We already talked about it. We don't need to talk about it again.
Well, it got picked up. That's like cool.
So it's getting episodes? What?
It's getting
Why is
8
why is
11
Pibby
episodes.
cutting off Steven Universe's head?
That's probably fan art. I don't think that actually happened.
No, I think it's real. Hold on.
Wait, did she cut off
Look
Steven
at this.
Universe's head?
Steven Universe's head got cut off.
I think that's a thumbnail for the round table on YouTube.
That's a round table thumbnail.
Yeah.
They're gonna sue us now.
This is real, right? This is what Pibby is.
I'm not putting this on
that's what it
screen.
is, but it's basically that, but it's not.
Okay.
They didn't cut
I
off
see.
Steven Universe.
I'm gonna put learning with Pibby, but Super Mario Logan on screen.
What?
I found it on Google Images. Wait, just shut up.
Okay. I did see the Sonic movie trailer too. I liked it. I think it looks cool. I think Idris Elba as Knuckles was for an interesting pick at first, but then hearing it, I was like, "Oh, that's pretty badass. That's a badass Knuckles right there."
I think a lot of people are in agreement. If you're like a semi-Sonic fan, there's been a Knuckles as a character has been like really boxed into the square where his whole shtick for a bit became he's just dumb, and I think it kind of got a lot worse over time.
Yeah.
A lot of Knuckles' original appeal was that he is a bit of a dope, but like he was like just a dope, not like dumb. So it's cool to see him again being kind of like cool because like his original first appearance was the Upper Chuck Supersonic.
Yeah, he kind of like a semi bad guy at the first, like not a bad guy, but he was like an antagonist a little bit, right?
Yeah. So they're lifting that like origin for
I
this.
like that.
Yeah, I like that. It's really, I've talked about this a lot with friends in response to this trailer, but it's just really fascinating how much it feels like this movie like really gets it, like with like what people like about Sonic, because it almost seems like because just like with that the very first trailer, like this movie could have been just this movie was almost like completely doomed. Like this movie the sequel like wouldn't have happened because it's incredible just how much like that old like bad design would have just ruined the whole thing and just not been. I don't think people would have liked it. It would have
been a Woody Woodpecker situation again, some random live action version of something, and it's like, okay, that exists in the world, but nobody likes to talk about it or anything. It would just be awful.
The backlash of that original design like completely changed the trajectory of this entire movie franchise. I think.
In their life, they created two little scrunklies.
Well, I mean, and also just in terms of structure for the first one, the first one's is a cute little movie, but it's definitely like Smurfs, in terms of the story. Whereas this one feels like it's bringing out the Chaos Emeralds. There's some like Aztec looking temple things, which is very like Sonic Adventure. So stuff like that is like, oh, okay, they're actually like going to step out of their comfort zone and not have Sonic and Guy driving in car for a majority of the movie.
It feels like they've completely ascended to like being a Sonic movie. The first one was like dipping its toes in, like, okay, they have to be in like a little car and go on a road trip. Now it's like, okay, they're gonna go to a mountain and snowboard and go to a temple and they're gonna do epic fights. I'm glad.
Yeah, I think it's great because I think the people behind like this movie and even the first one, I'm sure like they really like cared about it. Like if you look at like interviews with like the director, like talking about like this movie and like talking about Knuckles and like Eggman and stuff, like he really genuinely likes Sonic and like understands the appeal of it. And it seems like the first movie was definitely a thing where like the executives behind it like weren't sure about Sonic's appeal. Like to go back to Woody Woodpecker, like that's a character people recognize but don't really care about anymore, So I think there might have been an idea that like Sonic is kind of in that position just because it's like he's not as popular as he used to be, really. But I think he's still like people still love him like in the same way, like even if like he's not at the same peaks, or even if like people have like questionable things to say about the games. Like I think like Sonic as a character in the universe is something that like a lot of people are seriously invested in. And it's just so refreshing to see like an actual Sonic movie that like really understands it and feels really passionate. I love it. It's great.
And it's exciting. I think that was one of the only things that kept me going and during the Game Awards was seeing that trailer.
We'll talk about that more soon. Watching the Game Awards, Idris Elba like talked about looking up Knuckles lore for like the movie because he's mentioned plenty of times he's taking this role incredibly seriously.
I love that. That's great.
Yeah, it's just like just imagining that this like this is like going to be like the most mainstream depiction of Knuckles probably like ever since he was created. And the fact that they're taking his character in this direction is just really it's like miraculous in a way. Like cuz Knuckles has some pretty dedicated fans who like really like his backstory and his character, but a lot of it hasn't really been utilized beyond like Sonic Adventure.
Yeah.
So it's really cool how they're bringing that back into full swing, and like the response people have to it, like even just like casual, not super big Sonic fans who like might recognize Knuckles. That appearance of him in this trailer was like perfect. It was it's like the coolest thing ever. It's just really cool, just genuinely. That's how I describe it. It's just cool. What else can you say about it?
I feel that way. I think especially that point is good because I don't really consider myself a big Sonic person. I've barely played maybe one game. I just, Sonic's been around and I've been around. So we've crossed paths multiple times. And even me just not really knowing too much, caring too much about Sonic in general, seeing that I was like excited. I was really pumped for it. I was like, yeah, Sonic movie 2. I'm going to see that. I'm going to see Knuckles. I'm excited for it. Let's go.
Yeah.
I noticed based on this trailer, it looks like they're really putting that human guy from the first movie like on the bench. It looks like.
Yeah.
I almost feel like to some extent they're like, geez, we're stuck with this guy, aren't we? We got to do something with him.
We got to put him somewhere.
Yeah.
Like they gave Stone something to do.
Well, because Stone was funny. I think that's the difference between him and like the main human.
The shot of him working at the coffee shop, I was like, "Oh my god!"
You saw it say "Mean Brew" in the background.
Did. I thought that was really funny. Yeah, I think the idea of this character who is just infatuated with like everything Dr. Eggman does is really funny.
It's really good.
They always got to give him a little assistant. I feel in like anything. He's had so many, and I'm glad that they like carried through with that.
Rose wants to say something.
Oh yes.
There's stuff I want to point out about Eggman's new design.
Yeah.
What?
How does this help? Are those goggles like suction cups?
I don't know.
Yes. Like, next question.
They don't have straps on them, right?
Yeah. No straps.
I don't know.
So what even? His head is so smooth that he could just put them on like suction cups.
Or maybe Jim Carrey's like a robot secretly, and they're just magnetic.
Maybe he just scrunches his eyes over them, his like eyelids, just like a monocle you would, just.
Now I'm just wondering. I have wondered this. Like, what even is that like prop? Like, does it have straps on it and they just like CGI them out? I feel like that'd be really like, why would you do that, right?
For the fans.
For the
fans.
I really do think Jim Carrey has the facial muscle like strength to hold goggles on his face without a strap.
Okay.
I think he could do it.
Tails was in the trailer too, of course, and he's got his usual voice actor, which is good to hear. I've said this before. I feel like 80% of it is just there's like no famous Hollywood celebrity who could do a good little boy voice.
Yeah. It was either like cast like an actress, like a celebrity. It was either cast like an actual voice actress or like a kid. And I think that's casting kid is probably not a good like long-term decision. They've even casted Tails like with kid actors in the past and then like bailed on that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really kind of the only way to go. But I'm glad they did it. I'm still like, that's still cool. And I think they kind of realized too. Like I like how like at the Game Awards, Ben Schwartz like directly called her out by name.
Yeah, that was cool.
I feel like there's kind of maybe it's a little optimistic. I feel like at least people behind movies are starting to like understand that fans of series like voice actors and stuff. Like like in Space Jam 2, like when there was those trailers that like didn't credit the voice actors but credited Zendaya.
Yeah,
And there's
yeah,
like
that
a
was
lot
weird.
of backlash against that.
Mm.
So I wonder if we're seeing that turn around a little at least.
I think also to some extent the celebrity voice casting in Sonic is like a lot less worse than like Mario, for example, because like Ben Schwartz both can absolutely play Sonic, and he's also just like an actual voice actor at this point too. Like he did Dewey, he did Leonardo. He's like just an actual voice actor at this point. Mike Pollock isn't a live action actor, so like there's like not it's not the worst thing in the world to like get a new guy to play Eggman. And then Knuckles is like a character they shuffle around voice actors a lot anyway, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Tails is one of the ones who is a more consistent voice actor, so I'm glad they got her on.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like Ben Schwartz can do Sonic, no problem, but I don't believe for a single second Chris Pratt can do Mario.
Right.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started on that again.
Don't think Chris Pratt is even Italian.
Yeah, exactly. What the hell?
I like how Tyson Hess is like the lead character designer in this again. Because he's just it's kind of like ridiculous at this point how he's just like perfect, I guess. Like in pretty much like every good Sonic thing that's been released in like the past like 5 years has had his name attached to it.
Sega should be kissing that man's feet.
Literally, I don't. He better be like. I know he's probably not in it for the money because I could tell he like actually likes Sonic, but he better be getting some compensation. He needs to be getting royalties, like just for being good at his job. I'm serious.
I think the designs have been even refined from the first movie as well, right?
Yeah, like I think someone pointed out that like Sonic looks a little bit more bluer.
Yeah.
The colors are richer on him. I think the movie overall just looks prettier. Like the first one wasn't super pretty. It was a lot of standard cinematography, but this one has like some genuinely like really pretty shots.
I think it helps in this one. They seem to be going to a lot more fantastical places because the first one was very much just Earth, and this one they're going to like Knuckles' like Master Emerald location. They're going to like snow mountains. They're going to a lot more wacky places in this one.
Right. But yeah, the designs have been updated a bit. Like they reanimated the scene with Tails from the first movie. So yeah, I'm really liking the visual style. Knuckles looks incredible. Probably like one of his best designs ever.
I think this like the shape of Knuckles in this should be his default shape.
Yes, absolutely.
I think it is kind of a shame. Like a lot of Sonic characters kind of have like a stock body type that they all just kind of fit into. Because I think for Knuckles, like that sort of imposing like buff look, but like not cartoonishly overboard.
Yeah,
I think looks really great on him. It's really fitting.
It's a great in between of like what Boom was trying to do in his original design, and I think it's a lot more natural here though.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah, I love it.
How close do you think we are to a potential Shadow like being in the movie?
I think Shadow or Metal Sonic will be movie 3. I think.
Yeah.
I think it could be if they want like a post credits stinger. I think Shadow could be like a big one.
I feel like
I
feel like we're gonna get Metal Sonic because like Shadow comes with like a lot of baggage. Unless you're like Boom and they're like, yeah, let's just put in Shadow.
That's true, but I think they could make it work if because something I'm thinking like Jim Carrey, for instance, is like not really a sequel guy. Like it's kind of miraculous that he is doing a second movie. And I don't know if he's doing a third one. He hasn't said yet. But I think if like Eggman, if they have to like write him out, I think they could have Shadow like carry a whole movie as just like the sole antagonist. Because they're also introducing the organization that like Gun
Oh,
that
they
was,
are.
like,
Yeah.
chasing
Gun.
That's
or
fun.
whatever. So
I
that could be
also
like a setup.
I also think that, it's with Shadow having the complicated backstory that he does have, I don't think they necessarily have to do beat for beat what happens in the game or like even do that at all. They might just come up with something kind of more movie appropriate for him.
I feel like in the past, at some point, we pitched in this version like Eggman could be the one who makes Shadow to some extent.
Yeah, that
Mhm.
could work.
Mhm.
Just have him, pop up.
Yeah.
It'd be different, but like this is a
I
different
was thinking it
continuity.
could be like, yeah. I think they could also do like maybe like some government organization who was like
Watching Sonic or something.
who is like aware of Sonic,
Yeah.
like tries to make their own version of him.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
yeah.
You could have like Maria
So
be
like a
in the movie.
Mechagodzilla, I
Like
guess.
I think you could do is like have Maria be in the movie like when Sonic is alive to some extent. That could be like an
Yeah.
interesting take on it. Like it'd be different, but like you could still like.
Uh-huh.
There's definitely a space to play in there,
Hmm.
Yeah.
I do think no matter what though, I think Amy will
Right.
be. I think Amy will be in movie
Maybe
3.
we could have-
Oh yeah, Amy's got to come in.
Yeah. I think like Shadow, Metal Sonic, and Amy are like the biggest ones that they haven't done. I feel like they could. I don't know if they could do Metal Sonic in this, just as like,
A surprise.
because technically there were like robotic Sonics in Sonic 2 and 3,
Mhm.
like just as like a thing in the climax. Maybe.
Oh, I have a prediction then.
They could just do a quick.
Here's my movie 2 prediction. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay. So,
Yeah,
Knuckles
okay.
is kind of the antagonist, maybe partly working for Robotnik, or I feel like Eggman's probably like told him something like
Oh yeah, no, that's his whole thing.
Yeah, yeah, basically. So yeah, the whole thing. And they're fighting this, finale, whatever. Meanwhile in the background, Eggman's been like toiling away, doing his own thing, kind of like using the emerald or whatever, I don't know, doing something. Then at the finale, he kind of like, I don't need you anymore, Knuckles. And then he's got fucking Metal Sonic or something. There's a surprise. There's a twist. He's got now Knuckles,
Oh.
Tails, and Sonic have to
That'd be a
band
good,
together
like-
and be friends to like fight Metal Sonic.
That did pretty much happen.
I actually really like that.
Yeah.
I think it would work. At
it
the end of the movie,
Yeah.
I mean, definitely Knuckles has got to be kind of sort of on Sonic's side.
We
So they
pretty
need,
much know that's gonna
something.
happen. We pretty much know that's gonna happen. Yeah.
So either they're all going to fight Eggman together, or they're all going to fight something that Eggman created, which either could be Metal Sonic or just could be a big robot. Either way.
Gonna be like
Robot.
it's gonna be this,
Uh-huh.
the final boss from Sonic and the Black Knight's gonna come back. It's just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Just gonna like
Yeah.
pull something random.
What?
I don't know. It's like what's the most random thing they could do?
You know what I think is gonna happen?
Yeah.
I think, in the trailer we saw like a big like tornado, like that big evil tornado, the green lightning. I
Yeah.
think they're gonna fly. They're gonna like Tails is gonna fly his plane into it, and then at the center, the tornado will dissipate, and then suddenly at the center, we'll reveal Uncle Grandpa who's behind it all along.
Oh no,
And
such a grandpa.
And he wanted to teach the people of Green Hills a lesson by creating a big tornado.
Oh boy.
I have a prediction for this movie. I think
Okay.
when they're in the Sonic world, I think Big the Cat will be in the background.
Like you can kind of see him. A little
Yeah,
bit.
that's what they always do with Big. He's always in the background. I think he'll be in the background.
That'd be really fun. I'd like that.
I want that to happen. Big is a character where you can just put in, and you don't need to explain it.
Yeah, nobody's
So-
gonna care.
He's a really good background character. Like you can't put like Amy in the background. She's too like important. You can't put like you can't put like Chaotix in the background. You can't put like Blaze the Cat in the background. But Big's a perfect like place in the background having fishing character.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be cool to see. I hope you see that.
All right, let's all prepare for Sonic Movie 5 in about 6 years. We'll see that come to fruition.
Now, before we move
Yeah.
on, I would like to say real quick, waiter, I asked this steak to be medium rare, but it is raw, and the waiter comes up to me. What's preposterous? We are a high class establishment. I find it very unlikely your steak would come out raw, and the steak is this.
Yeah. That's raw. Raw's
Yeah.
fuck. Love that.
It's a great scene. I can't wait for so many great Knuckles scenes. Knuckles is going to be like a fan favorite again. Like widespread, new fans are going to love Knuckles.
I
That's
think
pretty
they're gonna
cool.
go all in with the
Yeah.
merchandise for this movie.
I have to imagine the toy companies are really excited because
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
first movie they had Sonic and only Sonic, so now they have actual characters to make toys
Yeah.
of.
Now they have the actual final designs to
Now
work
they
with that
don't
actually.
have to like trying. Now they don't have to be stuck with the keychains again.
Yeah.
Yeah. The baby Sonic keychain
Yeah.
overflow.
Oh, boy.
Oh my god.
What if
I
you see
think-
baby Knuckles?
Oh.
Because he's going to have a backstory.
Yeah, he's gotta have a backstory.
Because in the first movie they had like his Echidna tribe, and like in the Sonic games lore, he's like the last one. So maybe he'll have like a sad backstory.
Maybe Knuckles' keychain will be the pre-order bonus for Sonic Frontiers.
Hey, do you all know what an echidna actually looks like? Can I
do.
show you?
Yeah.
yeah, of course.
No.
Okay. When I was a kid,
No.
I didn't know that Knuckles was an echidna. I thought he was a hedgehog also. So I then found out what an echidna was, and I thought, wow, I really like that. So I'm just deciding what image to show. I think this is a pretty good one. If you want to show the people, published 2009.
Oh my god, look
Um,
at their snoot.
I like
Yeah.
echidna.
Pretty good. They're spiky. They got those
Yeah.
claws.
Yeah, they like to dig, I imagine. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
They
think
probably sniff a lot,
you
you know.
before we talk about some more Game Awards stuff, I want to talk about the Game Awards itself real quick.
Okay, so you want to talk about just the concept of the Game
yeah,
Awards?
Yeah, what a snooze fest.
What an absolute made me lose my dinner snooze.
Yeah. They were holding back Sonic.
Well, there was
keep us
literally
hostage.
like, I feel like I got such a overcharge all at once because like Ben Schwartz came out, the Sonic movie trailers riding off that high. Not too much longer after that, they revealed the Cuphead DLC date fucking finally, and I was like losing my mind. I was hyperventilating, and then they were showing off like a new Sonic game, and it was like, oh my god, and then nothing. Nothing before or after that. I got like so pumped in like 2 minutes, and then it was over. I felt like I'd been stabbed. It was awful.
I checked various people's like stream chats like after the show happened. I went to the art direction part. I'm glad I wasn't alone thinking like it was insane Psychonauts 2 didn't win that.
Yeah.
Right. I was kind of up and down. I was like, about what Psychonauts could or couldn't win. I was like, but they have a really good chance at art direction because that game is gorgeous. It's got like a lot of vibrant colors. That's basically what the game is, a visual feast, in a way. And like I was like, Deathloop? Like Deathloop's a cool game, but it's not what I would think when I think art direction, you know what I mean?
I was like, art direction still I think this thing has a chance of winning because like gamers who watched the Game Awards did not play Psychonauts, but maybe when they're looking at like the categories, like, oh, this game looks cool. When they get to art direction, that's the only hope it had. I didn't think there was no way it was winning anything else.
Yeah, I think with any award shows, sometimes you gotta just kind of shrug at it. Like they're a big deal, and it's cool to like even get nominated. But at the same time, it's also, I feel like with a lot of award shows, it's like half like an award show and also just kind of like a popularity thing.
Definitely.
And
Also,
like,
just a bunch of ads.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah, I just watch like Germa stream it because I know like I don't even play video games. So
Do you think of the part when they played that music video with the MMO? Do you think Sting was in the audience and had a heart attack?
Yeah.
I think so. I can't believe they got Sting out here for this thing.
And all they had was thing played was the Gumball theme.
the
Yeah.
Gumball theme.
Yeah.
And then poor old Giancarlo Esposito came out here in his little tie and suit, and he was like, "Yes, I'm here for the Game Awards," and then he didn't even win, and the only thing he was nominated. It was a fun. and not fun time. It was 3 hours. That thing was like 3 hours and like 15 minutes. That's too long. That is way too long. There's so many times they would show a trailer for some dumb shit that nobody's gonna play.
I
Nobody's
think the single funniest one was when Jeff Keighley was like, all right, here comes the next big game. No, this was on no one's bingo list. Check this out. And it was Wonder Woman. It was just her model and logo. And then the trailer ended.
It was awful. It's like I said this during E3. I was so infuriated with E3 for a majority of it because so much of it was useless fluff, and almost 90% of those trailers had absolutely zero gameplay. I was like watching trailers for movies that I wasn't gonna go see. Like it was like I don't know if I'm gonna want to play this because I don't know what the game is. I just know that it has pretty things in it, I guess.
I want to ask a question. How many trailers do you think started with a black screen and then pop right into the scene and goes, boom?
Oh God, like 70. Like so many. Oh man. It was just, I don't expect much from the Game Awards, but I do hate it when they waste my fucking time. If you cut out like 50% of the trailers and like, toned it down on the ads a little bit, it would be like maybe an hour and a half long like thing, but they just drag it out. It's unbearable.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
a big
just-
deal. Everyone wants to pay for like ad space. to
I
show
was
their game.
I was really disappointed that Rook Sanchez didn't hack the stage and announce himself in multiverses like I wanted. I thought it was going to be so awesome.
Oh man.
I think
Yeah.
it's really funny the category that exists just so Nintendo can get an award they lost in.
Yeah, they did. The family game thing. They lost to It Takes Two. Which
they
y'all should
even-
play It Takes Two. It's a great game.
It's like a
One game
slow
of the
game.
year.
Very
One game of the year, Fuck
see,
the Oscars.
Here's the thing.
the
I
worst game.
don't actually. I think that show is rigged, but I'm glad it was rigged in favor of It Takes Two. I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think gamers voted for It Takes Two, but I like the
I
fact that it
voted.
won.
I feel here's the thing why It Takes Two being nominated even surprised me, even though I've played the game and thoroughly enjoyed it, is because I feel like I was the only motherfucker in the world talking about the game. I was like, oh man, everyone should play this game. It's like so good. Why isn't nobody playing this game? And then I see it on the nominations and I'm like, oh shit, that's not gonna win because nobody played it but me and my girlfriend.
How about Mario?
Mario. I got my hair tied. I think the other funniest thing is the final announcement they did was a trailer for the Matrix movie coming out like in a week. That was
God,
that
yeah.
was their big finish.
I think that's when I was lying on my bed, like convulsing because I was so sick. And I watched the Game Awards with Ryan, so Ryan can contest to this
Yeah.
and back me up here.
Yeah,
I
it's
got
true.
oh yeah, Rosa was there too. I got physically ill during the Game Awards, not because of the Game Awards, but because of other reasons. And I was like desperately trying to keep conscious while watching the Game Awards. So I could figure out what they were gonna do. And then I think I like passed out at one point because I do not remember the Matrix trailer.
I need to tell the story also. When Imagine Dragons was on stage, I kept asking, when are they gonna play Fireflies? And everyone in the call kept trying to convince, tell me that Owl City and Imagine Dragons wasn't the same band, and it had to be explained to me 3 times before it clicked in my mind. Oh, wait a minute, Owl City isn't Imagine Dragons.
Yes, we told you that. We were like, it's not Owl, it's Owl City. Owl City does Fireflies. Imagine Dragons does Radioactive.
I felt like the biggest idiot in the world.
I don't know, man. So I can never lose.
I need to talk very briefly about It Takes Two. I feel like because I feel like nobody knows about it, and it won Game of the Year, so people probably like why. I still think Psychonauts 2 should have won, just by the way, but It Takes Two is by the guy who made that prison escape game, A Way Out, which A Way Out is like a perfectly okay, fine game. But It Takes Two, believe it or not, takes a lot of the same design choices he made with that game and just makes it 10 times more fun. Because in A Way Out, which I've also played, it's a split screen co-op game. You have to play it with another person, and there's a lot of points in the story in which you can just play a mini game almost like either chess or checkers or basketball, just randomly thrown out the maps and stuff. You don't have to do it, it's just there. And very similarly, It Takes Two. It's also like it's like a puzzle platformer like kind of thing that you play with another person. It's the controls super fluid, super fun. You get like a new mechanic every single like chapter basically, and it feels like you're playing a new game every like 20 minutes. It's loads of fun. And similarly, there's also like little mini games and like shit to do just strewn all over the map. Like if you like just being in a 3D space where there's just like a lot to do and it's just all fun and you get to like throw your friend or like throw shit at them just for fun, then you need to play this game. It's if one person owns it, another person can play for free. You don't both have to own the game. So yeah, that's my It Takes Two soapbox. I'm gonna step down now.
All right.
All right, Bobby.
I want to this is a few Game Award things. I think only like two things. I don't think there's a lot we cared about here, but there's like two things besides the Sonic movie trailer. One was
What are they?
in the middle of the show. They started singing about they did the Cuphead DLC trailer. And I want to say, with the way they presented that, like the song, I literally said like, this is too good for the Game Awards. I think this is too fun and cute for like this show. This like shouldn't be here.
It's too good to be here.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, Among Us VR. If you hadn't already played it in VR chat, you could play it, I guess, for real now.
Yeah. Jarvis
Wait a
said he's
minute.
gonna
See,
play
wait a
Among
minute.
Us. What?
You've never okay. See, correct me if I'm wrong. You have never played actual Among Us, but you have played VR chat Among Us with us before.
And you were Scooby Doo.
And you were
I've-
Scooby Doo.
I've played VR chat Among Us with you, and I've played Among Us without you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm
Okay.
not like a poser. I played it like
Okay.
at least like 7, 10
6
times.
Oh, I didn't know
6
you were
times.
such an Among Us gamer.
I'm in like an Among Us like group chat. That
Oh,
was made
wow.
solely for like playing Among Us. I'm serious.
Wow. Gamer over
Yeah.
here. Super
I have Among
pro
Us
gamer.
friends. I have Among Us friends.
Mhm.
So yeah, what else happened at the gamer?
I guess does anyone have anything they want to say about Cuphead real quick though?
I have
Anybody?
something to say.
Oh.
They
What?
didn't. I have something to say about the goddamn Gamer Awards.
Hi, Gert.
Oh, Kirsch, he's coming in with the mic.
We unlocked the fifth character.
Are you Cyber Shell?
You guys suddenly hear like the like like the fanfare when you unlock a character in Smash Brothers, whatever it is. What's going on in this little get together, everybody?
We're doing a podcast. What are you doing here?
Well, I was just, I was playing Metroid Prime earlier, and I'm at the part that I've been stuck in for maybe 4 or 5 years, and I finally got the grapple beam, guys. It's official. I left the phase on mines. I'm very hey everybody. This doesn't mean
What?
We were talking. Hey, what do you think about the Game Awards? Did you like the Game Awards?
So the Game Awards.
You didn't watch it.
Yeah, I did. I watched the Game Awards.
Okay,
Don't say I didn't watch the Game Awards.
I'll say it
I
again. You
watched
didn't
the
watch them.
I did. I've watched some of the Game Awards. I didn't watch all of it because that thing was like 3 hours long. Like, why was it so long? It didn't.
Do we even know who you are? This is like the last time you were on the show was like a year and a half ago. And you're just
yeah.
I think we have some. Do we have some confused viewers?
Oh,
Can we just-
hey everybody, I'm Gert.
I really don't know what you were expecting to happen. I really don't. Nobody. I'm sorry. I know I snuck in, but I closed the door behind me.
Oh, clearly not. We have this little slug slithering in.
I mean,
I'm
yes,
just here
that
for
can
the ride,
happen.
everybody. I just wanted to see what my friends were up to. It's a podcast. I know.
It's a
I
podcast
know.
that you ruin. I'm just kidding. Gert, come on, sit down.
Oh,
We're going to-
I'm gonna settle in though.
Yeah, I can
Here,
we?
I made this for you. Put that on the screen somewhere.
Thank you.
I was actually getting the old thing I drew for Kurt, but
I think you should put mine up instead.
I think you should put Lou's hard work up there.
Lou,
Yeah.
why isn't this transparent?
Because I drew it in MS Paint. What do you mean? Why is it at transparent? put her somewhere. Yeah, put her next to me. Put her on my shoulder.
Where's the transparency at? Why isn't it a PNG?
Well, why don't you make one? Why don't you make it a PNG? Huh?
Okay, I'll do it real quick.
Why is the line art so inconsistent?
I thought the new Sonic game looked cool.
Oh yeah, Sonic
Yeah.
Frontiers.
Yeah, it looks like they hired that guy.
Yeah, they did.
I'm
They
gonna
hired them,
say I'm gonna say something.
Yeah.
Okay,
It
say
might
You're gonna
make some
get
people
flamed for
angry.
this.
People some angry. I'm just gonna preface it with this. I am not saying in any way, shape, or form that this is at all.
Oh, come on!
I am not saying in any way, shape, or form that this is at all going to be like Breath of the Wild. However, the trailer very much did seem like it was trying to be that in the terms of like soft piano music playing while like panning over some landscapes.
Okay.
And I was like, I wish we could have seen like Sonic running around in there or something.
Can I talk about this for a little bit? Because I actually have
Sure.
some things to say about this.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's so great to have a Sonic game with the platforming and the exploration and the speed.
Okay, I'm sorry. I did my French Sonic Tuber bit.
Got it.
It's a requirement, or else you would have been fired.
I will say, like, the idea, a lot of fans have had this idea for a while, like an open world Sonic game, and it's a cool idea. Because just, the way Sonic is, he's like fast and he's cool. Like that could be fun running around the big like area.
It's gonna be like open zones, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
is how
yeah.
it's gonna be. It's not gonna be like one
and-
huge thing. They're gonna.
Mhm.
I guess this could be like what, like it's gonna be like Metroid Prime, like different zones.
What?
I know you just been
No.
playing Metroid Prime.
Kurt,
We're
zone is
talking
a
about-
Kurt, zone is a Sonic term. That's why they said it's open zone. It's
Mhm.
like a Green Hill Zone. It's not all Metroid Prime.
Yeah, but okay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I hate to be a Debbie Downer about it. I think it looks cool. I think it looks beautiful. I think the environment
Yeah.
looks beautiful. However, where is Sonic running around?
Yeah, I think the problem is they like announced this game like in like May with like a little CGI like 5-second thing, which didn't really say anything. Like it was.
Can I say real quick? I think it was supposed to be revealed here first, and then they
Yeah.
revealed they took a bit of out of this trailer and revealed it earlier, so people were like, "Shut up."
Yeah, I think they definitely showed a little bit. A little too early. I know people were hankering for something, but I don't. I think the fact that they revealed it early on, they should have changed this trailer because this is now technically their like second trailer.
Mhm.
Where like we know about this game now, and they didn't really reveal much. I mean, another problem is like when they first showed that like first teaser, they accidentally like leaked the title of the game, and people are able to like link that back to like some like 4chan posts that revealed a bunch of details about it.
Mhm.
And so like a lot of the stuff revealed, basically the only thing like this new Game Awards trailer revealed was that it's open world, which a lot of people kind of already knew, even though it wasn't officially said. But yeah, I think they needed to like show Sonic running around because as the trailer is right now, like it looks gorgeous. It's probably like environmentally like the prettiest Sonic game like ever, just in terms of like like I don't know, like technical prowess. And it could be fun, but I think it looks a bit too derivative, and it's honestly kind of worrying to me.
It's
Like,
a little weird that they didn't show anything like from the actual game.
That's the thing with like Sonic, like, when you're a Sonic fan, you got to kind of learn to be like, you got to be reserved. Even if something looks cool, you can't like fully trust it at first, And I feel like they haven't. I feel like they haven't shown enough to like to
Or
get
even
my
said enough,
full trust.
really.
Yeah,
Like, I
I mean,
mean,
I-
it's one thing to show a bunch of open, planes and stuff, but like, how truly quote open world is the game going to be? Like, is it going to be certain like maps, or is it going to be one big, open map? Like, is it going to be level based or anything? Like, there's no, I don't know if they've
Right.
really like any official source, I will say, has said anything one way or the other. People are just kind of making assumptions about that.
Yeah, and it's like I want it to be good, and I think just conceptually this could be really good, but as it is now, it's just like I'm just mostly just kind of cautious about it. I want to say I'm optimistic. Like I don't know. They could easily screw it up still. Like there's
Mhm.
still room. Like I still don't
Yeah.
I don't know. They just haven't shown enough. I feel like I don't know, maybe they were hoping that like, it's open world would be enough to get people excited. And it's an exciting idea, but like it's worrying. The game comes out in a year and a lot can happen in that time. But I feel like the fact that they didn't show gameplay and they just showed like that world, it almost makes it feel like I feel like it needs a little more confidence in its presentation. You know? I think if they
Who
showed a
knows?
little more What?
Who knows? Who knows? Maybe in a year or so, we'll see Sonic running around, and we'll be right as rain.
And then there'll be a deer. There'll be a big deer running next to him.
You can
Yeah,
hunt
it's got
deer.
a big fucking
You know-
deer, a herd of them.
Is it Rosa?
Oh, you know what it reminded me of?
Yeah.
What?
The game. It reminded me of like a Sonic fan game called Big World. It's essentially an open world Sonic game, but with Big.
Okay. Is this like it was just like an actual like
It's
Fan
an
game?
actual 3D fan game.
that's pretty funny actually.
Open world, everything. And literally Big just gets like upgrade over time or something. It has like a lot to prove because now it has to compete with that fan game.
It's we have a skill tree. We've added a skill tree.
There's a skill tree in this game. I'm not playing it.
There's gonna be
Don't
crafting
say
in this
it.
Sonic game.
I can live with crafting,
Yeah.
but if there's a skill tree, I'm not playing it.
Sonic is
Hey.
gonna run around too much, and his shoes are gonna break, so you have to go fix them.
No. If there's crafting breakable things, I'm not playing it.
Just
They're
like
only gonna show them
exactly
spots.
like Death Stranding. You have to get new shoes.
If there's one thing to look on the bright side, Mr. Ian Flynn from the Sonic comics is writing the story of it.
Yeah,
That's really exciting.
I was gonna mention that and how that's like from everything that I've heard, those comics are really well written.
He's
like,
used-
Well,
really nice.
that brings confidence to the story or the narrative of the game, but that still
Right, and
doesn't
that-
really bring any confidence about the actual game design
I
and
know,
gameplay.
Yeah,
But I will
well,
say, like,
you know,
We can take what we can get. I think at the very least, if the story is good, that'll be something to like latch on to.
like, what do we know about Breath of the Wild 2?
Nothing.
It's just exactly.
But,
So, like,
to be fair, like with that, we already know what the gameplay is going to be
That's fair.
because
What
it's
did-
going to be the same as the first game, and we just know we don't really know anything about the story or the new stuff. There's like fucking teleporting through walls or something. There's new stuff, but we don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think with this Sonic game, just because it could just go in so many different directions. I still think they should show a bit more. They need to show like how he like plays, because there's like 4 different like Sonic gameplay styles. Like, is this gonna be, it could go in all kinds of directions.
How are we going to be controlling Sonic? Are we going to be seeing him from the side, from the back? Is it
Yeah.
like, are we on a track or what?
Is
I'm
it like a
assuming not.
first-person game? Is it-
Right. No, it won't be that. God,
Over
can
the
you imagine
shoulder?
how like the motion like sickness you would get being first person
There,
Sonic.
there are mods of like Sonic Generations where they've made it first person, and he like spins around every time he jumps.
I know how they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
So like how like you see like in the cartoons there's like an animal and someone's like holding a carrot over their heads.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're gonna hold out a ring and Sonic will be just constantly like light speed.
I think it's
Like
going to be like
dancing.
a top-down strategy game where you have to click where Sonic goes.
It's
and
gonna
then-
be top-down angle, circle under Sonic, beat him up enemy
Yeah.
section, multiplayer
Yes.
4 characters. That's what Sonic
I
Boom
want
is
this-
actually. Never mind.
There's gonna be like a red Sonic with blue shoes and he's gonna be running around and you put a right click on him and click on the follow him option just like in RuneScape.
I'll
I
be right
think
back. I'm gonna get some salt and vinegar chips.
okay.
That's
I
a good.
think-
That's a good audio snack.
I think in this trailer we did see like a big Breath of the Wild. I mean, original like open world concept tower in the game. I think what if we have like a tower defense game in this? What if this is what we're building up to?
I know.
They
know.
give Sonic a gun.
One of those leaks mentioned there's gonna be Unleashed style levels in the game you can find, which is neat.
Right. I do like that. Like that like the concept was like that was like the special stages are going to be like the boost stages. And I think that could be really cool cuz the problem with the boost games is that like you can only make so much of it cuz he goes through them so fast. So they'd have to be they all have to be like pretty short games or you pad them out with a lot of stuff. And I think having like an open world like sort of hub would be a good I think that'd be a good way to pad it out.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh
That's
my
like
god!
Yes.
Is she stuffing Bert in there?
Yeah.
Don't do that. That's
That's
killer.
right.
Yeah, I think it'd be really cool to go.
Hey Lou, can I? Hey Lou, can you pass me some of those?
Bert, you're a slug. You
Yeah,
can't-
yeah, here you
You're
go.
a slug.
All
You
right,
can't
I'm gonna
eat
start.
salt.
I'm gonna start chewing. Okay.
start doing.
Oh come
think
on, Lou.
Gert's mic-
That was your cue. That was your cue.
Oh,
Lou.
sorry, sorry. I thought, oh, sorry. Here's some chips, Gert. Wink.
Okay, I'm gonna start chewing them. Wink.
What did you say, Blue? Did you like feed each other at the same time? Is it romantic comedy?
I thought like
We're connected.
I thought whatchamacallit, slugs couldn't eat salt.
Oh yeah. Well,
I live in the sea.
Gert's a sea slug.
You
Yeah,
know
come
the
on.
salty water of the sea.
Plot hole, anyone?
Douchey McNitpic's gonna come out the plot hole.
Eggman has been confirmed and Tails.
I was gonna
for
say,
Sonic Frontiers.
yeah, one of the earliest leaks of this game, I feel like said like no previous characters would be in it, but we know that's not true now because Eggman and Tails are in it.
Oh, I
Yeah.
finally know what I want to talk about involving the Game Awards. I've been thinking about it this whole time while y'all.
We'll let you do that in a minute. I want to wrap up Sonic first.
No, of course.
Wrap him up in a burrito and then send him off his merry way through the
A
ocean.
little snuggly burrito, a little booinky burrito,
You're
a little
insane.
snuggly.
I want to say, so this game's coming to all platforms, including the Switch, and I don't know how the fuck it's gonna work on Switch. If you've seen like in-game stuff for this game, I have no idea. It's gotta be downgraded to an absurd degree on Switch.
Yeah,
Maybe it doesn't look at. Maybe it's not like as high fidelity as it looks. You know,
It's
it could
possible,
be
but like,
it's like a Bayonetta 2 kind of thing. Like that game
Mhm.
looks really like pretty and it runs well on the Switch. But you know, I mean it's Sega, so
And that's where they're making Bayonetta 3
connection.
too.
yeah, they can. I think Sex like Sonic Team has done. I mean, I guess they've only technically done one port to the Switch, which was Forces, and that one was like all right, but that wasn't like an insanely
no.
graphically intensive game.
Oh, not at all,
So,
yeah.
That's why I'm gonna get it on PC if it's good.
Yeah.
I agree.
Get it for the dress up and that's it.
I hope my PC can even. I don't even know. Yeah.
I just don't know.
I
Don't
wish
worry.
I knew anymore.
See,
What?
your computer can run Windows Movie Maker, so it can run anything. You'll be
Is that-
okay.
Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you'll find.
Okay.
All right, Gert, what was your special Game Awards announcement you want to talk about?
I hated the dumb baby dance that we all had to like forced to watch. Did y'all talk about the baby
we
dance?
did. We
or-
talked about
All
it.
of those?
I said that Sting was in the audience, so you probably had a heart attack watching it.
I just like as I watched it, it just can the Game Awards try a little bit more?
What do you
Can
mean?
they can
That
they
was
try
an-
and
that was
can they try and
beautiful.
make us laugh, and can they try and show us cool things?
Oh, Kurt, are you asking them to try harder to make us laugh? Is that what you're asking for?
Oh, well, I guess that would be a bad thing to ask, because I feel like that would result in maybe worse than what we got comedy.
I really like Derma's stream I was watching the other night. I didn't watch it while I was live, but I watched it later. And when I got to that part, he said like, "Oh, it's the metaverse."
I,
It really did give that impression, or like fucking. It looked like fucking Finger Families. That's what the.
Wow. They look like
I
some
thought it
weird
looked like
fucking
kids'
Lalafell.
YouTube shit.
I
It-
liked that joke that one guy kept trying to do where he was looking at his phone but also trying to give away the award. And then he did it like once or twice and like there was like very minimal laughter, but then he just like kept doing it. And I was like, please stop. It didn't get a lot of laughs. Just stop.
I like when they brought Ben Schwartz out because it truly made it said it like how much anyone but Ben Schwartz in the show knew how to present anything.
I like
Yeah.
the synergy between those two people from the new like Borderlands thing, and how it was very obviously
yeah.
not all scripted and just
Will
like
Arnett
totally
and,
like
Ashley
Well,
Burke.
Arnett.
just like
Yeah, no.
piss
We're at the Game
off.
Awards. Yeah, no. We're at the Game Awards.
Dang it.
So yeah. Wait. I mean, you literally bring the dead back to life.
Let me read this teleprompter here.
Poor Will Arnett.
No disrespect to those Will Arnett and Ashley Birch. I think they're fantastic actors.
Oh, they're
Um,
great. It's just what they had to work with,
Yeah, it's
which was the Game Awards.
I feel like a lot of award shows just like clunky scripted. I don't know. How do you fix that? Do you just not do the Game Awards? Don't do it.
Well, make it
Well-
short. I already said make it shorter. First of all, because everyone's tired. Everyone's already tired by hour 2. You don't need to drag it out another whole hour. Make it shorter and just like make it don't have a script. Just make it natural. Just go out there, say, "I'm here to present the awards. Here we go. Bye."
Like I said,
Yeah.
I think Ben Schwartz is the only person who do improv in the entire show, so he's the only one who wasn't incredibly awkward to
First.
watch.
Yeah, Ben Schwartz was like, real comfortable up there.
I'm really
Yeah.
comfortable at the front of the Game Awards too. I bet I could do it.
Yeah.
You sit there looking really polite.
Next game, please.
Oh yeah, I want
I'm
to
just
say
be
one more
like,
thing
roll
about
the video
Sting.
games, please.
What was the one
We
you
should
trying to
just
say?
I want to say one more thing about Sting.
Yeah.
They look like Yokai Watch with RTX on.
Sting? The human
Oh,
Sting?
no,
The
the
human
baby
being
ones?
Sting?
No, the baby
Lalafell look-
dance. The
Yeah.
Sid
Oh.
the Science Kid sequence.
Yeah, the science kid.
I don't know bands, so I can
Oh
never
my
lose.
god. I cannot believe you said that about Sting.
The baby, the Lalafell looking one.
That's
No,
Sting,
that's
right?
not Sting is the person who sang the song at the beginning. It's an artist.
Sting
He was
I
in
know.
B movie. Wait,
Yes.
it's not it's not
He was
the
in B-movie. He
dancing
was getting sued.
babies.
Who Sting is? He was in the Police.
It's the Lalafells.
That was a song by the Police, I'm pretty sure, right? I'm not
That
crazy.
was a song from League of Legends cartoon.
Like stink.
And
Or
like
is it-
the little
The
freaky
little,
babies.
the little babies are for an MMO that I'm not convinced is a real game.
Wasn't it like a K-pop group?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was.
Maybe?
It was a
Yeah.
K-pop
The
group.
song was a the
They
song
look
was
like
from a
Yokai Watch
K-pop
with
group.
like RTX on.
Okay, now I understand. I thought you were saying that about Sting, and I was like, why would you say that? He's just a man. He's just
I don't know bands,
I hope there's
so I can never
someone.
lose.
It's
Really,
It was a cute little animation. Come on, guys.
Jerma got up and dance.
You know what? You're right, Sleep. I'm sorry.
Guys,
It was so cute.
we just there's so much negative. There's so much negativity in the world. We should just learn to heal.
Yeah, you know what? I think we should heal and stop talking about the game.
I like. Hold on, I want to say one more thing. I like when Jeff had to like talk about the Blizzard thing without saying like Activision or Blizzard's name.
God, he like did an AMA about it. I think where he was like, I want to talk about it. How do you guys think I should talk about it? Like, because I don't have these people don't. He was saying something about how they like there's no money behind it, like a reason why he can't talk about it or something like that, at least. So I don't know what his plan was. It didn't seem to work.
I think it was just the sort of thing where it's kind of hard to like call out any specific company just because a lot of it's just like an industry wide problem.
Mm-hmm.
It might have just been a thing where it's like, I don't know. It's you know, what do you say? Because you're kind of celebrating it to begin with.
I think it
like
would have
just all
been
the companies.
it would have been less worse if they didn't like immediately transition to that Star Wars game made by like that abusive company.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Quantum Dreams or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
I can't believe
The-
they gave David Cage a fucking Star Wars game.
Jesus
David.
Christ, he's making a Star Wars game. I knew that he like had a game announced,
Dave
but I
Page.
didn't know that it's Star Wars.
Yep, Star Wars. Nothing but
Eclipse.
Star Wars.
But
Dave Page.
the Origami Killer, mommy, daddy. That's Heavy Rain, everybody.
Next year they should just
Yeah, Heavy Rain. Do Detroit Become Human now.
Okay,
Do that
okay.
game.
Hold on. Wait, stop. You don't have to do this. And
Yeah.
I'm a robot, and you are too. Shouldn't we get along? God, I really understand the nuances of people and interactions. I'm David Cage. Hi, I'm in the video game that I'm
We
presenting
got to start
to
talking
you.
about
This
Spider-Man.
is Indigo
because,
Well,
Prize.
we're about to
actually,
hit 2 hours.
There's two smaller things I want to talk about before. They're both movie related, but I just want to talk about two smaller things real quick. One, I just need to ask real quick. Did anyone but me see the new Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie?
No.
No.
Just you.
You know why I didn't, Ryan?
Why?
I was too busy watching A Loud House Christmas on Paramount Plus.
The Diary of Wimpy Kid new movie is like a speedrun version of that story. They skipped like 40 things. Like Roderick and the dad are like in one scene each. The mom looks like recorded over Zoom.
They should have just made a new. I don't know why they just did the same story. Well, wasn't it going to be like an original story?
I have no idea.
I think I read something like that. It was going to be like a holiday special, but they like changed it at the last minute to move it to Disney Plus. So they made it more like a general just adaptation of the first book to just introduce new people to it or something. They should have just made a new story. Like that makes the most sense. I feel
it's a really because the movie's also only 53 minutes long, by the way, including
That's
credits.
short. That's like a
That's
TV special.
Yeah, exactly. It was gonna be. I think that's why. I think that was actually what's gonna happen.
The movie will like try to have emotional beats, and it does not have like the time to like sit on those emotional beats. So something will happen like sad, and then it will just keep going, not stop for a second.
Oh man,
I'm
I'm sorry, wimpy heads. Sorry,
I haven't-
wimps.
I haven't been in a theater in 3 years.
Gert, just get out of here.
I mean, I can.
No, how would you say that to Gert?
So-
Gert,
so
it's
you-
okay. I'm Gert. I'm
Yeah.
like patting you on the head because you're on my shoulder. Don't say that to Gert.
What if we're
Come
like,
on.
I mean, like, I can go see.
I don't know, maybe Seed and Kirk could like swap places.
What do you mean?
Don't ever ask.
Okay.
What do you mean to Rosa? Don't ever ask that.
That's
I've
my
Yeah,
absorbed
put
you.
Seep on my shoulder. Come on, get over here, Seep.
Don't do that.
Ooh.
If you do that, I'm never doing the show again.
That's why you shouldn't
So-
ask.
Am I
Wait,
allowed
can
to
I-
talk about a movie I went and saw in theaters?
Yeah, sure, do that real quick.
Oh,
yeah,
are we
real
all
quick.
sharing
Yeah,
movies?
Oh, I
yeah,
saw
Gert,
this movie too.
Gert,
saw-
did you go to
I-
to a movie?
I saw some movies recently. I watched 2 movies that I had never seen before.
Did you see him in the theater?
No, I saw them in my own in my friend's house.
You got to wait till the end. Then it's the process. You got to wait till the end.
Well, I gotta wait till the end of the podcast.
Yeah, when we talk about what we've been up to.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
This was
know.
gonna be brief. Can we just go?
Yeah, I was going to talk about Encanto, which I saw in theaters the other day. I
saw
will
too.
say I would give it a solid 6 out of 10. It's a pretty cute movie. I liked it. There was definitely moments when I was listening to one of the songs and I was like, there's Lin-Manuel Miranda's voice, like not his actual voice, but like his tone almost was like jumping out at me. I was like, I know he wrote these songs. I can tell. I can tell, absolutely.
What gave it away?
Well, it'd be like, I'm in my family, anyway, I'm in my family, and we're going to go do this.
It would just be like, and I do declare that this is going to be, and then like everybody like jumps into frame, like all of their feet land on the ground at the same time, and it's just like I was walking, and then I saw.
I think this movie structurally was not very good. I will say, in that way. Well, I thought it was cute and I liked it, and I think the ending of it was very strong. Does anybody care about Encanto spoilers?
I think people do.
I don't, but chat might.
Okay, well, I will just say there is two standout songs in this movie. One being the intro song, which I thought was very catchy and cool, and the second being it's not necessarily a villain song. It's but it's like, it's a song, it's got the vibe of a villain song, and it also involves like the other characters singing, like everyone has like their own little verse. And so it was nice because at that point, this movie all about family, I felt like I really hardly knew any of these people until that song, and I was like, okay, we got some common ground here now. I can understand everyone a little bit better. So those are, I would say it's got some solid stuff in it, in my opinion. I'd recommend checking it out. It's a fun, cute little movie.
I was actually, I feel like I was like into the music more than I usually am.
Mm-hmm.
I just like that style of music. It's very, I don't know what you call it.
Well, he has a name.
It's like what? No, I'm talking about because it's in like Colombia, right? And so it's got like that. What?
Colombo?
No.
Yeah, Columbia. You know what I saw the other day? Worst thing I ever seen. I wanted to do a Columbo impression, and that's all I got.
You're not even supposed to be here, so I'd watch my mouth.
Yeah,
you're right. I'm on thin fucking ice, y'all.
What are you? It's like
I did
like
see
Latin,
the trailer
like
for
American
Sing. Yes,
style
yes,
music.
I know what you mean. I know what you're referring to.
Yeah.
I think that is valid. That's why I think literally the two songs I was talking about have the most of that in them. Whereas like the Big Sister song, like is very like, I feel like very out of place.
That one was the most like pop sounding one.
It also had very strange visuals, in my opinion. I was like, okay.
Kind of weird.
It was very LOL random at one point. I was like, okay, all right. I didn't know this was that kind of movie. It kind of took me out of it for a bit, I gotta be honest, because like it was very not what the other songs had been so far. So I was just like, oh, okay, well, all right.
You gotta have your like Maui, you're welcome sequence.
Yeah, true. Except that song was actually catchy. So
oh, come on.
I'm just a regular dummy guy.
Yeah, exactly. See, even Gert likes it. And
Yeah,
Gert doesn't watch Disney movies like
it's true. Like Lou, I haven't seen The Lion King. The only time I've seen the fucking Lion King was when Lou showed it to me, and like fast forward through it.
I made Gert speed run The Lion King. We watched it in 10 minutes.
The game or the movie?
The movie.
The movie.
The movie or like the experience?
The movie.
I guess it was more an experience at that point.
Someone in chat is begging us to talk about the Loud House Christmas movie. Did anyone watch it?
No.
I literally said that I watched it.
Steve watched it.
Well, how was it?
It was cute. I think I liked it more than the Netflix one.
Really?
Even though it was like it was less of a movie, but I don't know. It was just more like the story was a bit more grounded.
Sisters are crazy. It's weird living in a house full of sisters.
Well, this one was like, is this the first time Loud has gone live action?
Yeah.
Okay. I saw some like images from it, and they look like pretty spot on, like a
It
lot
was
of the
like-
characters.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Isn't
live
there
action.
like one that
Yeah,
looked
yeah.
like really Photoshop?
That was in like the poster. They had like a really airbrushed poster, where like no one had like tongues or something. Sometimes they airbrush posters where like someone is smiling with their mouth open, and they just make their mouth just like black.
yeah.
Just darkness.
Yeah.
Did they put
Yeah.
They made all of the people look like cartoon characters.
Did they
Yeah,
put
I think-
they put the lesbian Loud House sister's girlfriend in the movie?
They did. They did.
did?
She
Oh
had, like, a
my
scene.
god!
Yeah.
This is a win
Um,
for the gay community.
Yeah.
God, Lincoln and his friend. What's his friend's name?
Clyde.
Clyde. Lincoln and Clyde. They look like the smallest, youngest children I've ever fucking seen in the
What?
poster. They look like you said airbrushed, right? Like everybody's
Yeah.
airbrush looking. Like they look like they're made out of like porcelain. Like they're an interpretation.
Lincoln looks especially pale, I think, compared to the other characters.
He's also like looking at us in kind of a way that unsettles me.
I think that Lenny looks pretty good. That's the funny one, right? She looks pretty spot
yeah.
on.
What's wrong with that puppet?
It's all right.
that Chris Savino puppet.
Why it looks like a puppet? Like it's like made of balloons.
Yeah, it looks like it's made of balloons.
It looks like a Five Nights at Freddy's character.
I like
exactly what
the-
it looks like.
Oh, they didn't
like-
have. So they didn't do a baby, but they did like a toddler instead of the
Well,
baby.
No, the
in
puppy.
the show there was like a time skip, so she's actually
Oh.
a toddler.
Oh,
There's
really?
a there's a
Shit.
time skip. What the
I
fuck?
didn't know that. What's the name of the
Yeah.
baby again? Lola.
Ooh.
Yeah. Also, one of the characters like transitioned after the time skip, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, the teacher character or something, right? One of
Yeah,
those-
someone. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Oh my god!
oh my fucking god!
Wow.
Who cares? They're just pandering.
I'm kidding.
That's all
I'm
it is. It's
kidding.
just
I'm
pandering.
kidding. The Loud House is an important part of our culture, and I should not dismiss it.
I
like
don't
that.
like how okay. I was about to comment
Well, I
on how
don't-
like the picture was still very large on the screen.
I-
I was like,
Oh,
He's
no.
large.
He's
Um,
large.
and he's
Uh-oh,
That's why we
large.
can't bring
Oh, we gotta
Gert here.
save that.
he's large.
I think my favorite.
But I was thinking about live action Popeye again.
We can't talk about.
Have y'all
You
been
know-
talking about it, or
No,
have y'all
we
been
haven't.
saving it?
We didn't even think about that. till
I
you
didn't
came
even
here.
mention it. God, I was trying to behave in that regard. I knew.
And he's large.
He's large.
He's large.
You made me put the thought in my head by your mere presence.
Do y'all want to hear my impression of Bluto? And then I yell over the city.
Yeah.
This is never happening
I'm
again.
gonna fucking I'm gonna like grab your head, Lou, and I'm gonna like push you down into yourself like that one guy. How did he do that? That was a
I don't
pretty
know.
good effect.
Bluto's very strong. You know, if you
No.
really think about it, Popeye is a little badass. Like,
Why is it every time I'm in a podcast where both Lou and Gert are there, it always comes to like Popeye, just rambling about the live action Popeye movie.
Well, we've seen it now, so we have more of an excuse.
Nobody else has seen it. Nobody watching has seen it.
That's
Yeah,
true.
they
That's true.
talk
But,
about
you know, Gert,
in a
what I said
frenzy.
before, what I said many moons ago, and I don't even remember what number episode of Mind Gym Partners podcast that was. Nobody has seen that movie, even though me and Steve and Ryan and Rosa, were you there? Did you see Popeye with us? I don't remember. Yeah, we were all there, and
Well,
yet,
I'm not talking
but-
to them. I'm
and-
talking to you guys.
but yet, nobody in the audience has seen Popeye. Hey, quick poll, audience: who's seen the live-action Popeye
Can
starring
we like start
Robin
a poll?
Williams?
Is that a feature on
Yeah,
our channel?
see, look, somebody just said it.
Look at that Popeye.
I'm what I am.
Yeah.
Popeye's kind of a transgender character when you think about
He
it.
is.
Yeah.
No, he is. He's so fucking transgender, and like I just love the how he has the ability to be both a loving mother and a loving father to a child. And like he's amphibious. He said that. Every
Yeah.
This is true.
We're just catching everybody up on the trans Popeye lore. I really want him to be like an icon, sort of like Mickey Mouse, but for like the LGBT plus community. I want Popeye to be up on the flag, maybe.
I think Popeye deserves to be on the flag. I gotta say, I've been watching a lot of Popeye lately because I accidentally purchased a year's worth of Boomerang subscriptions.
Wait, Lou, Can we watch Popeye together?
Of course we can watch Popeye. I've been watching.
Finish what I was talking about.
What were you talking about?
The last house Christmas.
Oh, yeah, the last-
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say there's a lot of like live action actors playing cartoon. What?
I'm like batting my eyelashes and I'm listening to you like really closely.
I think they did a good job of like translating the feel of like a cartoon. I guess because Loud House is in a lot of ways pretty down to earth. It feels like it could fit right into the Loud House universe.
I thought you were talking about the Popeye movie for a little while. I'm sorry. Because that's a true statement for that movie too, isn't it?
I don't know if the Popeye movie is very grounded, Gert.
Well, no, it isn't.
Yeah,
It
it's
does a
very
good
down
job.
to earth. The Popeye world is very down to earth, very human. So we wanted to emphasize that human element of the
It
franchise.
is. But like cartoon, it's cartoony. Sorry, it's your moment.
My favorite actors were the ones who played. I forgot their names because they all have the same name. But
What's the personality trait?
yeah, the goth one and the nerd were my
Lucy,
favorites.
and I don't remember her name.
Yeah, it was
no. Lucy's. I know that one because of Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl.
Which one for?
Well, but you know the ones. But
Yeah.
I really liked Lucy is played like really just straight, like how she is, just like deadpan. But I really like the little nerd girl. Like I don't know, she was just like a cute like kid, and she did the voice really well. She has a very cartoony voice in the show, and I think she pulled that off. Like she has that like nerd lisp.
Like calculations show that.
And she has all these kind of wacky inventions.
It's like when Jeff Clarence was in the Kim Possible movie as Ron Stoppable.
Yeah.
Oh God, Kim, this is my voice. I've been cursed to sound like this in real life. Watch interviews with me, and this is how I talk.
Shoot, I can't make fun of him. We had
Literally just had Spencer on the podcast.
Oh no, he's gonna. I'm sorry, I mean that lovingly.
Right, you gotta stop putting these images of Popeye on the screen. You're gonna drown us.
Yeah, props to like the little children that played Lucy and the nerd from the Loud House.
Hey, thanks for watching this episode of The Nerd.
Lucy and Lisa.
Okay, Lisa, that's right.
Lucy and Lisa Loud. Their actresses were pretty good. They were my favorite parts.
Now,
okay.
Before we talk about the Spider-Verse, there's one last news spill to talk about. Ninja from YouTube will be appearing in Hotel Transylvania, Transformania.
Why?
I love it because the movie was delayed and they hadn't announced this yet. Meaning, in the delay of this movie, they added Ninja.
Yeah, they're just like screwing around, just like. Yeah, I think they were just screwing around, like this movie, like because they weren't feeling releasing it for whatever reason they chose, they just decided not to release it. Like this movie needs something else. I mean, we're just not feeling it right now. What is this? And so now I think they're just gonna start like adding like DLC things to like the movie before it comes out.
Because the trailer
they're gonna add like a new
mini
mini game,
right? Like the whole thing with the guy and the Invisible Man drama and everything. But why have they? Isn't the movie like done? They just released it.
They really want.
He's gonna be. I think it's gonna be one of those things.
My dear friend Nash just said in the podcast Discord, Ninja, the image attached was the tiger from Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts.
With blue hair.
Clearly. I, I
Cool.
what was I even saying? What were we talking about?
Ninja.
Roundhouse
Oh,
Christmas.
I think
No, wait,
this-
we didn't do that.
so we've all seen Ralph Breaks the Internet, right?
Of course.
Yes, I have.
I haven't.
So I think Ninja's
Don't
role is
spoil
gonna be
it.
like the E-boy.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Ninja's role is gonna be like the E-boy and Ralph Breaks the Internet, where like they just have a different like micro celebrity voice him depending on the region. Because then like to bring it back to Rod Stoppable, Sean Gambroni voiced E-boy in like the US.
It's like, hello, I'm your little e-boy. What do you need, Ralph?
And in the UK, he was voiced by like some like talentless Minecraft YouTuber who can't act. I'm kidding. That was a joke. I'm kidding. That was
You
so
don't-
mean.
That was
so
true. I mean,
mean.
you weren't joking.
I
though.
don't
That
think
was
he's talentless. He's just not a good act. He's not an actor, and that's
It's
okay.
not his-
I'm not an actor. All right.
It's not his talent, is what you're saying.
It's not his talent. It was very
Not his
evidently not his
teamwork.
talent.
Okay.
Hello, I am an e-boy. It's like splice the sentences from two different.
It's just like, hello, I'm an e-boy. I'm doing an impression of a specific Minecraft YouTuber.
I'm not a
Oh,
voice
I
actor.
love redstone engineering.
If you want to find out more about redstone engineering, what is that? Hello, who is that?
Hello. That's like apple and onion or something.
No, that's not.
No, that's not. Apple and onion are kind of more up
Hello,
here. Like,
I am
no.
apple and onion.
no,
Apple.
not there.
We have to
Yeah,
see
there you
Hotel
go.
Transylvania, Transformania at the theaters
we
coming in
have-
January.
We have to see Hotel Transylvania at the theaters.
Oh my
Is that kinda
god,
like-
Onion! They're gonna have Ninja. That's totally wicked. Whoa.
Wow, they're going to have Ninja? I've only
We-
seen like 2 episodes. This is a pretty good show. I like Apple and Onion.
Apple, we could be ninjas.
Go check it out.
Dressed as ninjas.
Yeah, hey, let's talk
Apple.
about apple and onion for 30
No,
minutes.
no. Let's talk about.
What's
Let's
next?
talk about.
Spider-Verse.
No,
Spider-Verse. Oh my god,
All right.
Spider-Verse.
I think they fucked up so bad releasing all those ugly ass MCU posters right as Spider-Verse dropped the hottest track of the summer.
Yeah, no one's gonna see No Way Home now that like because the posters were bad and now that Spider-Verse is coming.
I
Nobody.
think that I when I went to see Encanto in theaters, they played a trailer for No Way Home, and I had not yet like sat down and watched a trailer for No Way Home yet. And I watched it, and like all my energy felt like it was being sapped out of me. And then I saw Doc Ock and Green Goblin, and I was like, "Oh, it's them!" And I got like kind of excited because I like those guys. But then I realized that like Green Goblin's probably only going to be in the movie for like 10 minutes, and like they're going to completely destroy Doc Ock's character. So there's nothing I could do. I'm just sad now.
Oh, you're such a downer. This is the most anticipated movie of the year. or
Doctor
whatever.
Strange made like a joke. He was like, "You go Scooby Doo it, kids," and I like nobody in my theater reacted to it, and then he said it again, and still nobody reacted to it.
God, nothing's going to like
Yeah.
ever be as fun. Like I don't think I've ever laughed at something in a theater that's intended to make me laugh.
Why are we
It's
talking?
joyless.
Hey, why are we talking about MCU? We gotta talk about Spider-Verse.
Yeah, let's talk
Yes.
about
Yeah,
Spider-Verse.
none of
Spider-Verse is
those
not
are
something
like-
that
I haven't seen the trailer. Should I watch it?
Yes,
Yeah,
go watch it right
watch
now.
it right now.
Go
Well,
watch
it's kind of
Spider-Verse.
there's kind of a lot of
I'm gonna
Like,
watch
talking.
it. I'm gonna mute.
watch like the
myself.
last 30 seconds on mute at least. I
What's
think it'd be
next
kind of
for
hard
me?
to. Or is she deafened?
I don't know. Spider-Verse 2 trailer dropped, and we rewatched the first one recently. Still the greatest movie animated
You in?
Kino goated of all time movie. And this trailer looks fucking good. Miles is a little bit older. Little man's all grown up.
Little man's all grown up.
They go to a dimension, and it's so cool because like there's like slightly different animation when they go to the dimension. It's got like a unique look to it, which is something you can like do in
Yeah.
animation, which is just so cool. And it still looks good.
What
love
I really
that.
like is it looks like you know how other people from other dimensions are coming to like Miles's. I think this one there's going to be a lot more going to other dimensions, and so we'll get to see that like play with the art style and stuff like that a lot more, and that's going to be like really really fun to see.
Ooh, and I'm interested to see how that affects like the dynamic of a fight scene, because like we see like Miles and Miguel going free fall, and I feel like that's like a specific thing for Miguel, because like I remember there was like a Spider-Man game where like Miguel fight a lot in free fall,
Mm-hmm.
and this like ooh, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward because they've said like they're gonna visit a bunch of other worlds and they all have like distinct styles. That's really gonna be
It's
really
gonna be a-
interested to see. I like you could just have so many. I mean, that's such a like broad. Like they could really do anything. You know,
Mhm.
so I'm really
Yeah.
interested. What if they go to like Mona Lisa Spider-Man, you know, and it's like all like oil on canvas, all trippy. Whoa!
I think it'll be a visual treat for sure. And there's always, you know, the hope that, you know, anything, you know, first one is almost as perfect as a movie as you can get. But, you know, there's gonna be stuff they learned from making that'll make the second one like even better.
Mhm.
And I'm just
Right.
excited to see what, you know, see what happens. I love Miles. I think he's a cutie patootie. I want to pinch his cheek. He's like my little cousin down the street, you know. I like that kid. I want to see him go places, you know. He's like definitely uh like I care about him, you know. So I'm excited for the movie. You know, I don't say that a
Yeah.
lot about superhero movies. Like I don't really
No,
anticipate them anymore.
I need to stress this. I am burnt out on the superheroes to an absurd degree. Not just movies, but everywhere. I'm so burnt out on superheroes. The Game Awards was half superhero stuff. I was so burnt out on it. There's gonna be a million DC characters in multiverses. I'm not excited for any of them. I'm tired of
Oh my God.
superheroes, but
What about the
Spider-Verse,
Superdog?
Spider-Verse is my shit. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's just like a cool visually and like writing wise. It's like I know it's everything. Every good thing anyone has ever said about Spider-Verse is 100% true. Every good thing. Every good thing. There's just so many good things about it.
The
So,
thing
yeah.
that people say the most, and I tend to agree with, is every time I watch that movie, I learn something new about it. Like this on just this watch, that's gotta be like my 9th or 10th watch. I just learned when Spider-Ham glitches out and makes a bunch of Hanna-Barbera noises.
That's
Oh
awesome.
yeah. Yeah, that's just jam packed with details, all for the fans. You know, it's all for no, but yeah.
Sony
they've
Animation
taken-
is definitely the people to watch right now in terms of making fun stuff because they just made what's it called Mitchell's vs. Machine and you know if you liked it or not, like that movie also looks like fantastic, like at the very least.
Yeah.
This just in, y'all. I finished the trailer.
How'd you like it?
Oh, it's really cool. Like I like how like the different like the art style changes. I remember hearing people talking about that before like I actually got to see it, but that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It looks great. I'm excited for it. I loved the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and also interesting is how it's like they've split it into two.
That's right.
parts.
Yeah.
That's awesome, honestly. Like
Yeah, I
so
well, I
they
guess
can-
that just means like more. We're gonna just see more of it, you know, more Spider-Verses.
I know there was a lot of they cut out a lot of stuff from the first movie. There was like a lot of deleted scenes because they just wanted to do so much, and that movie is almost 2 hours long on its own. You know,
That's a dense movie. Like,
Does that
yeah.
mean- did they ever release like a like uncut version of it with like all the extra stuff in it, or
There's
This-
like if you have like the DVD or like the Blu-ray or something, you can like watch some of the deleted scenes, but not all of them
Yeah.
got like finished, so they're
Ah,
not really like, you know.
right? They didn't actually make it into like production, I
Yeah,
guess.
some of them like are decently far along in production, and some of them are like storyboards. I think so. You know,
Wasn't there like a scene in Venom just related to Spider-Man? That wasn't there?
in Venom 2, the
Yeah,
after credit scene.
Or no, there's like supposedly a scene in the first Venom, and it was like a really important segment that they just like kind of skipped out on. It was
No,
like
I
a
have no
part.
idea.
I have
It
no
was
idea.
like-
Yeah, I don't know.
They had to cut it out because it would have affected the rating. That's what I heard.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
What-
was it the sex scene? Oh my god, I didn't say that.
Wow, you said that
I didn't say that.
I've never
said
heard you
sex.
say that.
Seep said
Seep said
sex.
sex. Seep said sex.
Violence
Seep said
in
Never.
sex.
movies and sex on TV.
I've definitely said sex on TV. Like in Lois Griffin's voice. I've definitely said. Come on, calm down, everybody.
But this was
Right.
but this wasn't Lois, it was you.
It's in the Bible, everyone. Calm
I-
down.
One of the coolest things about Spider-Verse is it's like we were saying, it's really just densely packed with so many little details and jokes and like action thing. There's so much just stuff in Spider-Verse, and I'm excited to see what more just stuff will be in this one, because there's always
Sorry.
just every frame of like the first one has something just like unique or interesting going on. There's like not a single wasted frame in that entire movie, I feel like.
Yeah, I was about to like say that actually. It feels like whatever's on screen is something that like we're supposed to be looking at, and like that's cool, and like art makes you just look at it a lot. Like scan your eyes all over it to see what new stuff you can find.
And I hope they keep that up with this. I hope the split of the movies was justified. I have faith that it will. But
This trailer alone already had so much cool stuff in it. Like, there's a little cameo from like Mitchell's vs. the Machines in it. He's got like Takatsu figures on his shelf. When he goes to the world, there's a lot of cool. It's already looking good.
yeah.
I want to
Alright.
They gave Gwen Converse.
I want to share real quick. I found this image on Google Images. This beautiful statue of Spider-Man Noir and Spider-Ham.
Oh, that's gorgeous. You know the
Whoa.
Spider-Ham Noir shippers are going crazy, clawing each other's eyes out for this statue, you know?
This statue is beautiful. What the
Ooh.
fuck?
Louis like wearing like a necklace of eyeballs right now.
What?
Eyeballs on the
That's what I
inside.
said.
There
Oh,
we go.
I've-
Go for it.
They confirmed one other Spider. What was like the? They confirmed like the Japanese Spider-Man's probably gonna be in this a while. They teased that.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
the trailer, the poster had his robot in it, so he's got to be in it.
That was a fake poster. I know the one you're talking about.
Fuck!
Yeah.
That was fake.
But
Yeah.
the trailer did have his robot, right?
I don't know. I just know in interviews they said if they made another one, he'd probably be in it.
I think that's unlike Miles. Like that was one of the things he had.
Okay,
Just,
yeah.
like, the little robot.
Well, that'd be cool.
Yeah. So yeah, it's probably. Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah. What if they have a scene where like, oh, the universes are being ripped apart, and then they like they go into like a lower rendered style, then they get all sketchy, and then it's a storyboard,
And
and
then
then it
Amazing World
zooms
of
out to
Gumball.
Phil Lord and Chris Miller
And then
talking over the storyboard.
I feel like this is a joke they would have made if everyone else already hadn't made that joke. That makes sense. Like
Yeah.
they would have thought of it.
Miles uses the Keyblade to seal the door to darkness.
Yeah, that would be cool. I think he should do that.
I think when
Well-
Phineas and Ferb did that joke was like, all right, I think I've had enough of this joke.
I
was
didn't
the
even
end.
know Phineas and Ferb did a version of that.
It did a
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts reference.
No,
they
it didn't.
Gert. Go
Gert.
home, Gert.
You
No.
I remember that time in Kingdom Hearts where you go to the Phineas and Ferb world and you get to talk to like you get to talk to Phineas and he's just like, I need some stuff to build my rocket, and then
And
you
then
have to like
you walk around the corner and you see Candace, and
Candace.
she's like peeking around and she's like, oh, I know they're up to something. Can you help me spy on them?
and it's like you can get her in your party and there's like
Yeah.
this and like and like the score of the game is like traditionally, you know, like how Kingdom Hearts is. It's very like
You guys
symphonic.
You guys are lucky that this is like actually really funny because we've done this joke like 8 times on this show.
Really?
Why?
not,
No.
not specifically with Phineas and Ferb, but with like the Simpsons and stuff. I think we made this joke like the last time we were on.
Sorry, me and Gert are connecting right now.
No, it's fine. I'm
we
saying
are-
it's funny. You're lucky that it's funny, and I'm not like shutting it down.
Lou, I haven't talked to you in like a week.
That's not true. This is not true. We literally called the other day. Why are you lying?
I want to say something about Spider-Verse 2. My biggest hope for Spider-Verse 2 is that At the end of the first movie, Spider-Ham gives Miles a cartoon mallet, and I hope so desperately in the sequel, Miles pulls out that cartoon mallet and uses it.
It'd be so hype. That'd be cool. Yeah. I hope the ham is in it. I hope the ham shows up. I hope they go to the ham's world.
I think,
hope ham world.
I imagine all of like the original ones will show up at some point.
I hope they visit spiders, man.
I'm gonna say though, I kind of don't know if I want them to.
Okay, I don't think it'll be a big role, but I think they'll be in it somehow, like a cameo or something, like bare minimum.
It's just I like how Peter B's story like kind of ends of ambiguously.
No, I agree. When I made that comment, I meant that's how I kind of meant. Like it's just like a small thing, like they show up, like he like go through like pass through their dimension. Like I think Gwen will be the only one from the first one who's really in it.
Yeah, definitely. I think but they'll probably do a few nods or two to the other ones. Just go pass through real quick, give a quick wave.
The entire
say a line.
The entire movie's going to actually be like about recruiting all the old characters from the last movie, and there's going to be like a 20 to 30 minute segment dedicated to each one of them.
Yeah, and then they'll call it Space Jam 2.
Sylvester, is that you?
And then Rick and Morty show up.
Space Jam 2.
We're not talking about Space Jam.
Yeah, we're not talking about it. The show's over.
I can't.
Are we talking about Sylvester with no skin?
Yeah, that's been talked about.
Oh, that's good.
With no skin.
Yeah,
I have some really exciting news about Mariah Elizabeth's newest line, everybody. Everybody knows who that is, right?
Start talking about it. Don't ask anyone, just keep going.
Okay, so there is a woman on YouTube named Mariah Elizabeth who's famous for her squishy makeovers. And
oh my god! I didn't recognize it. It didn't click until you said that.
And she just launched a nail polish line. So all you people out there who like to paint your nails, go to mynails.com and you will find Mariah Elizabeth of Squishy Makeover fame's newest nail.
Yeah?
Do you know what is this?
It's Squishies.
Yeah.
Rosa, did you know about this?
Steve, I can't believe you don't know about Squishy Makeover.
I know about the squishy makeover. I don't know about the nail polish, and I don't think it's safe to eat nail
you wouldn't
polish.
because she just announced it today. It was in her newest video.
We got it. I want to remind everyone that our first 3-hour episode, I'm pretty sure had Lou in it. So I think we gotta start putting our foot down.
It did.
And you were also in the 4.5-hour episode. I'm just saying.
I have a lot to say.
While we're at it, can we talk about one of my YouTubers that I like?
Are you going to talk about your cobblestone redstone generator?
No, I'm going to talk about Badlands Chugs. I've only watched a few episodes.
You cannot talk about Badlands Chugs here.
I like Badlands Chugs. He's cool.
All he does is drink soda and burp really long.
It's badass.
hey, I'm putting a break on this train. We're gonna talk about what we played or watched this week, and I'm gonna start with Rosa because I promised her.
Okay.
Talk about Final Fantasy 9.
So a while back, I finished that game, and I really had an amazing time. I picked it up and off. Like, you should come back to it and get into it. Like, bliss.
What game was it?
Final Fantasy 9.
Oh, I need to play like a lot of Final Fantasy games. I've only played 7 Remake and almost beat 13 when I was young.
Okay, so what I want to say is start with like a certain set of like Final Fantasies. Like ones that are easy to get into. I would say 9 is one of them. Because like it's created especially the current re-releases that has like the speed up function and allows you like one kill or like do like the max damage on enemies. Because like just for grinding and getting into like areas.
I like that they added that and the newer ones.
It's good for grinding because like FF9, it's like like it's the only one I went experience to the end, and it's like it's really. I won't probably I won't say it's like probably easiest out of the series, but I would say like it feels like it's one of those you could get into it if you haven't played a lot of Final Fantasy,
Mhm.
and you don't need to play all of them. At least not like ones that don't have like a remake, because I hear like there are older ones like 2 and 1 having issues, like harder to understand. Like even 9 has like some stuff I didn't understand or like notice or pay attention to. Like in 9 you could like learn spells, but you're supposed to like grind out some enemies, like keep equipment on to learn spells, certain spells and whatever. And like honestly just like try that out and then like start gauging with it like 7 and maybe not 8. And then maybe go to 6. It's stuff you gotta figure out yourself, but like
It sounds fun. Like, I really like the. I downloaded the Final Fantasy VII, just like the original, on my Switch, and it has like all of those like speed features and stuff
yeah, which
in
is
it too. And it's
a
like
good game.
really fun
Yeah.
just to look at those games. They have a nice aesthetic.
Yeah, they're really nice. Like 9, it's a good taste of like the best of like the original Final Fantasy, and 7 it's like the start of like modern Final Fantasy.
I'm gonna yeah. Final Fantasy IX has that like real classic look to it, which
Yeah,
I
it's
really like too. Like
mhm.
they're very it's like it's more of like a medieval
It's
like
basically was made to be an entire callback to the original Final Fantasy, because like 7 and 8 were going to a more modern and futuristic direction, so 9 decided to be like a more big callback to it, because like 9 has apparently makes like a lot of references to like the original Final Fantasy. Like Vivi was even made to be like that callback to how like mages used to look.
yeah, I love the way like dark mages looked, or black mages rather.
Yeah.
How they just have like the little yellow eyes. Cute.
Yeah.
And also the one of those was in Mario Hoops 3-on-3.
Oh yeah,
Which is
Sure
really
was.
cool. But definitely nice, like a good experience. And like I say you could finish it in 12 hours, but that's only because people know that it's like there's like a thing you could get by going to get into a certain part of the game in 12 hours, which is not really worth it because you're sort of missing out. But like I would say like 9, it's like play through it once and don't worry about getting everything, get the best you can. And if you feel like going back one day, then go back. Because I definitely will want to go back and play 9 one day. Really good RPG.
Well, Rosa, the
And
good news is now that you've played an RPG, you could never be a Nintendo YouTuber.
well, actually, I played another. Well, actually, I played a Nintendo YouTuber friendly RPG.
Oh, you
By the way-
you played Bug Fables, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm allowed to play Xenoblade Chronicles and do a YouTube channel. You'll see.
yeah. So like, I played Bloodstained: Curse of the Knights game 1 and 2, or at least a good amount of it. They're like, yeah, I like this, but I'm done with this for now. So I just went to Bug Fables, and I've been really enjoying that. It's like pretty much like like I don't know, it's like the first Paper
Bugs.
Mario went on.
Paper Mario.
Yeah. But like it's like I like how it has this like own stuff going on, this lore and everything. And this like has some things I wish like I hope to see in like other RPGs, like a way to like keep track of like your side quests. Because like 9 has side quests, but I didn't know about them. And it's like, oh, what does this do? Or where do I go here? Or how did this start? Because 9 has like a bunch of abstract side quests like you wouldn't know about without like a guide or a second playthrough.
Where did you come from? Where did you go?
Yeah.
Where did you come
Yeah,
from? Bug Fables, yo.
Yeah,
What the
but
heck,
I've been
Ryan?
playing a lot of Fables. That's been fun. and I hope to play more of it soon. I'm still not finished, but God, I haven't really sunk into it.
It's a Paper Mario fan project I saw recently on Twitter.
There always is one of them running
Yeah,
around.
I played
Yeah.
one where it's like what you call it, a roguelike where you like fight against like random enemies. You have like 100 trials for the original one.
Oh, that sounds cool. I like.
Drake
Yeah.
and the 99 Dragons.
I have 2 guns.
Arlo.
No,
I
put that.
am in the metaverse.
No, put Arlo over Sonic in the Knuckles image. Knuckles is holding back Arlo.
You can't stop me, guys.
I could single-handedly detract everything that we've worked for. I could.
Why would you say that?
I could bring up full body Arlo. I could talk
No,
about it.
no.
Thanks.
I want to know what everybody else has played / watched this last few weeks.
Everybody? You can't say that, Gert, because you're not in this episode.
Okay.
Whoa, rude.
I'm just gonna behave and listen to
sorry.
y'all.
That was me.
Gert,
I mean-
you've been playing Metroid Prime?
I haven't I just played it tonight.
Okay.
Because I was like, I want to play a GameCube game. I want to fire up the old GameCube. And I was like, I need to actually make progress in this game. So I just sort of like fumbled around, and it took like an hour for me to get a hang of the Metroid Prime's like controls on the GameCube. But then I got it. But I recently saw 2 movies. That was something I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
I saw American Werewolf in London for the first time.
I like that movie.
It's a really fun movie. It's nice seeing the the transformation sequence in its original context, and that movie has like a lot of
Wait,
good
transforming?
atmosphere to it.
Transforming? Like Hotel
Yeah.
Transylvania?
Yeah, it's just like
Just like Hotel Transylvania, there's a werewolf in that.
It's got wonderful Frank Oz effects. The wonderful
think-
Frank Oz.
Do you think the next Hotel Transylvania game will have like a... Do you think the video game sequel will do what Pikmin 2 did to the Pikmin franchise?
Yes, I do.
They're going
I-
dungeons.
I was
Yeah.
just about to say that. Actually.
They're gonna add like little dungeons in the next like Hotel Transylvania game, and it's gonna be like really fun. I can't wait for Hotel Transylvania.
Transformania 2.
No.
Hey, Gert, what do you think about Ryan Dog?
It's not Ryan Dog. You get this
Rain
wrong
Dog.
every time.
It's Rain Dog. God.
What do you think
Rain,
about
it's
Rain
a
Dog?
portmanteau of Rayman. Raymond. Ray. Ray.
No,
Bye.
Oh, Steve, come back. Oh, come on, don't leave. Come, everybody put your hands together and ask for Steve to come back.
Everyone wave your precure wands.
I'm gonna
I'm
put my hands in the air and give my energy.
We did it, they're back. Welcome back, Steve.
What?
Hey, what's up?
Do you want to hear my
What's your favorite Precure?
what? I don't know her name. She's like funny. You know it.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of them.
The one that like falls down or something. I don't know anything about.
That's
I
a
just
lot
read her,
of
like,
them.
I read her like Wikipedia page. She like
Oh,
falls down and gets hit
Happy?
with a frying pan. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe. Yeah.
There's a lot of it that falls down on their face.
Steve, what have you been playing / watching?
Nothing. So instead, I'm gonna demo some jokes for you all.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. I don't know if I've done this one before. This is like a farm. Let's say you're at like a farm or a petting zoo or something.
Okay,
And you buy the sheep.
okay, got it.
You're just looking at the sheep, and then you like walk away from like the little fence, and you just hear one of them go, "Gay." Okay, what are you doing in that? What is your like immediate assumption? Like when you just hear that once, what do you think?
I would think probably that I misheard. Honestly, at first, I'd like kind of like
Yay!
look around. Oh, I mean, and then I'd have to look at the sheep goat thing and be like, okay, hi.
Gay.
What would you do? See, what would you do as the sheep
I
called
mean,
you gay?
it's just kind of like a dilemma. It's one of those great dilemmas. Like,
Is
do
it?
you? Well, yeah. Do you assume it's like being said in solidarity? Is it derogatory? Like, would you take
I-
offense to it?
I think it's an understanding. Like the sheep is cognitive and is trying to understand the world around it. So it's just saying what it sees. It doesn't mean anything by it. It's very neutral, you know?
Okay. Now, what if after the sheep did this, you hear the chickens? They start to chime in.
Bigot. Bigot.
What?
It's
Bigot.
Wait,
They're saying,
What
like,
are they trying to say?
there's a-
Bigot. Bigot.
bigot. Bigot.
Oh my god.
Am I being bigot?
and so you're just on this farm.
Gay. Bigot.
Okay, so they're calling it a bigot.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
so then
call it
are you
who?
like, is the chicken calling me a bigot? Is the chicken calling the sheep a bigot because it knows the sheep is homophobic and the
The
sheep
chicken's
is like being
making a
derogatory right now?
noise.
I
Okay,
think,
what
So
if
you,
it-
you
I
just think
think
it's just nonsense? You just like it's just making a noise? Is
I
that what you
think I think there are animals on a farm.
I think
And
that
you're-
maybe
and
you
you're
might.
look-
Sometimes
I think you're
you
looking.
you find meaning in things that aren't there, right? Like when you hear something or see a shadow, you know, you see a figure. Even though
Right,
it's
so,
not
like,
really a figure.
You're seeing
You might-
shadows in the animals. See,
So no, but like that could really mess a guy up. What are you just gonna
Did this happen to you?
see, did
Did,
were
did,
you?
did a sheep call you gay and then some chickens call the sheep bigots?
I'm not saying
See,
any of that
See,
happens.
it's okay. It's
are you
okay
Wild Mike? See,
it's
Uh,
okay if that happened to you. You just have to, be honest with this. You don't have to. This is like,
I'm not saying-
my
well, I'm-
friend wants some advice, but it's really you who wants some advice.
This is my stand-up comedy bit.
No, I think this is a cry for help.
I'm not saying either of what you said happened. I'm just giving you a situation.
I'm
and
sorry
just
that this happened to
asking
you,
to-
Steve. That's really horrible, honestly. I'm sorry that a sheep called you gay.
yeah, that's like.
Bum, bum, bum. It might be crazy what I'm about to say.
I need to go to the restroom. I will be back.
No, you won't. You will not be back.
Can you
Ha,
put
you're
cousin
right.
Derp in the screen?
No.
Oh yeah, of course.
Put it over Gert because she's not here anymore.
Luke, did you
Um,
play or watch anything this week?
I have been watching something this week.
Okay.
I have been doing my pretty much yearly rewatch of home movies. I do it very often. I always forget how little of this show there is. There really isn't a lot to it. There's 3 seasons and there's like 10 or 12 episodes per season or something. Because I'm always like, oh, I bet I'm not going to remember what happens in this episode, and then the episode starts and I remember beat for beat like everything that happens in it. Yeah, it's always a fun it's a fun little show,
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a good time watching it. I always like the ending is so like abrupt, but it's kind of funny. I like it. Like
Okay.
it just ends with like Brendan's fucking camera breaking, and that's just how the show ends. It's just like gets thrown out a window and it's dead, and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's
Awesome.
good.
Yeah.
You
But
know,
also, I've once the Animal Crossing thing happened, and I've talked on this podcast before how I feel about New Horizons, but that DLC definitely livened it up for me. I've been playing a shit ton of that. I've been playing it a lot with my girlfriend and stuff. We've just been making like those like man living space kind of posts,
Yeah.
we make a lot of those, just because it's funny. It's funny to do that, I've been
I
putting a
heard you
lot of
found,
more
like,
effort into my town.
You found like new love in that or something, right?
Yeah, like it's I have a lot of qualms with New Horizons. I think that everything that the newest update had should have been in the base game, and we should have gotten more, after the fact. But there's nothing to be done about that now. As it is,
Right.
it's kind of a make it what you will kind of game. You're either gonna spend a lot of time in it, like trying to micromanage a bunch of stuff, and or you're going to get tired of it like really fast and just never touch it again.
All right. Thank you.
But
I didn't really play or watch anything this week.
I'm sorry.
I played TF2 a few times. I don't really think to say about that.
Yeah, I also played. I've been getting back into Dead by Daylight, which I stopped playing for a while because I was getting tired of the amount of time it takes to get into a game in that game. I'm always playing Fall Guys. I'm just always playing Fall Guys. You can count on that. You can always count on me playing.
Did that have the?
Yeah.
You like Jack Skellington at the Game Awards?
Yeah, Jack Skellington. Oh yeah, they're doing Nightmare Before Christmas beans, Fall Guys costumes. I'm really excited about that because when they were doing the Jungle Book event, I got King Louie and Shere Khan, and then I was like, oh man, I can't wait to do the Baloo event. And then I forgot to play the game for like 2 days, and then I can never get Baloo ever again. So I'm really sad about that. I gotta get the mayor from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Thank you for covering for me, Ryan.
No problem.
Something happened to you there.
I just couldn't remember what I was.
You know what I did this week? I didn't watch the second season of Animaniacs, but I listened to a couple of the songs from the second season. I like them enough. Oh, they're pretty good.
Animaniacs has I made a tweet about this, I feel like, where I feel like the Warner siblings sections are the weakest in the newest iteration of Animaniacs, and then Pinky and the Brain just shows up and is a much better cartoon every time.
I don't plan on watching season 2, but they let Rob Paulson do more Yakko Teaches a Thing songs, which I tend to like. There's a few of those, and I thought they were all pretty catchy. The thing about that show I've been thinking about though is that show can go from looking really nice and moving really nice, looking like Johnny Test at a moment's notice.
Oh yeah, definitely. And who knows if that's most likely just usual animation standard
I think the art style they went for maybe wasn't the best. That's my usual. I think a mixture of the line art choice and the character design adds a lot of the human people looking like Johnny Test people.
The humans in Animaniacs look so bad. They look so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think
They look like political cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
I think I like a lot about the new designs for the Animaniacs themselves and some of the old characters that have been brought back. I think some things that would help it. I think it has an issue of it looks a little too digital.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just in terms of a lot of the colors are pretty harsh, and I think the lines are a little too clean at times. Even though but there is a lot of genuinely just good animation and
they tend to move pretty well.
There. Yeah, and I like how I think they did translate the designs well for a lower budget movement. So I don't think it's too jarring, but it does have those problems you talked about.
I think the kind of coloring choices they made with the recent Looney Tunes maybe should have been a basis for this.
Yeah. If you're the Looney Tunes little shorts they've been making is definitely something to aspire to. In terms of trying to recreate an old style with digital, there's ways to do it.
Yeah. Even I want to try experimenting with that, seeing ways to sort of emulate non-digital techniques digitally. I think it's really interesting. It's sort of how it kind of reminds me how we talked about Spider-Verse, how a lot of CGI movies now are sort of trying to imitate technically more limited styles with their bigger technology. So it's a mending of new and old to make something neat. So I think that it could have benefited from that.
Sure. I think the biggest character I tend to use as an example of the art style of the show is the Ralph the security guard. I think if you compare his old design to his new one, he's the most you can see the Johnny Test isms. Oh, let me,
Funny test isms.
I hope this will make sense when I put them next to each other.
Yeah, just have him cover the whole screen. Just I need to
Yeah.
see the security guard.
Let me put the DuckTales characters on screen next.
Yeah, put the season
No.
finale
I couldn't
screenshot.
I couldn't find a great image of it, but like I hope this makes a little sense what I mean.
Yeah, I think it's man, what is it about it? It's
It is something. I don't know what it is.
maybe it's just less the human characters more than the others look much more static
Mhm.
than like you know.
The Warners
Look at the one behind him.
the Warners look fine. It's the Warners and Peaky the Brain look fine. It's
Mhm.
the nose, the colors. The nose.
Yeah, that might be it.
So, I mean, Ryan, you say this, but, you know, hey, you know, there's one human in there, you know.
Don't leave me alone. I don't need to be judged and bullied on live
Whoa,
podcasts.
what are we talking about?
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Hey, don't worry. Hey, don't worry about it.
Oh.
Don't even worry about it. Hey, don't even look at me. Don't worry about it. Don't look at me. Don't even worry about it. Don't look at me. Don't even worry about it.
No, don't embarrass Ryan. Every time Ryan gets embarrassed about something, she has to bring up something about me for no reason. She has to throw me under the
Oh.
bus. So don't embarrass her, okay?
this is a really good opportunity I have here.
Make me look good.
You're happy
You make me
shine. We haven't watched that yet. We need to.
I know we do need to watch Mickey's
I-
Twice Upon a Christmas so badly.
I want to find a day where the most people possible can come and watch it. That's a big deal to me.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I can arrange that. I'll gather my little, children. I'll grab them by the neck. We'll get them all around.
Children. Yeah.
I've been thinking we have a lot of guests on here.
Hmm?
I know a lot of them fell through for today, and we were kind of we had
Yeah.
to compromise a bit. But,
Yeah, a little bit.
I was we could get Sonic on here, right?
What, like
The
actual
hedgehog?
Sonic?
I'm not talking about like his voice actor. I'm talking about like the actual character. Like we could like
Right.
license the rights to like have him show up on. I've genuinely thought about this. And I think we could do it.
You
I think it could happen.
so?
We should just have like Sonic the Hedgehog, and
don't-
it's just
I-
like
Oh boy.
it's like legally actually him. And
That'd
there's
be
like
crazy.
there's like a character supervisor like on mute, like telling like Roger Craig Smith what to say. I think
Well-
that could actually like on a legal level and like financially, I think we could bring together enough money and like paperwork to make that happen.
Do you know how much that would cost? Do you know how much like NDA shit you'd have to
Now,
sign? And
Lou, consider this. Ninjala could afford Sonic.
Ninjala could afford Sonic.
Angelic can afford Sonic. Oh, I got another thing.
Yeah?
We could do with that. We could like say we have Sonic here, and then we like have a picture of like a cage, and then like a hand sticking out.
like Mickey Mouse and Bonkers.
It should be live. It should be like a live feed. Like we have an actual like person with a glove, and they'll like occasionally do things.
Man,
Like Sonic things.
Yeah. We like throw a chili dog in the cage, and the hand like quickly grabs it.
this is why are you painting this awful like
Get like an
reality in
electric
which we've
cattle prod
in
and,
which
stuff it
we've
in there.
captured Sonic the Hedgehog and forced him to be here against
No,
his
there's
will.
some
You don't
big
think he'd be
gags, like-
delighted by
It's
it?
just like get an electric cattle prod and like shove it in there, and like the cage will shake and a bunch of rings will fly out of it.
I think y'all should try and get Germa on here. I think you could probably manage it.
Man, I wish I feel so. I've talked to you about this, Lou. You were like one of the first
Yeah.
people I brought this up with. How I like
Yeah,
want to like have him like on this cartoon I made. I wanted to do this like 2 or 3 years ago, and like his popularity just keeps like ballooning, and I keep going like it's this guy. My window's like it's gonna be gone. It's gotta be gone. He's
You
gotta be,
gotta
like, too
hurry up on
famous.
that.
I really do. I don't know how to contact him because he doesn't like he barely uses his Twitter. He doesn't read his email. I think he like lost the password to his Discord.
I think you'd have to talk to one of his mods or something.
I guess
To get
so.
to him.
I tried contacting one person once for this show, and the person I contacted, I don't think saw the message. So, I've given up.
Oh, we should try again. I've tried. We can't. No, wait.
No.
Well, I'll tell you next time. That's for next episode. That's the Christmas special. I have
The
a story
Christmas
for that.
special. Oh goodness.
I guess before we gotta do some questions before we wrap up.
Oh shit! I forgot about
We've been
that
on
part.
for like 2.5 hours.
No, I like to be asked questions.
Okay.
All right.
Anyone have questions?
People in the audience, let me emphasize this. This is going to be the last normal episode of this show for like a month. If you have a question, now's the time to do it.
Go
Question
on.
now or hold your peep. I like how this war. It's like this debating which Popeye to run
Don't
to.
talk about it, Lou. You gotta make everyone. You're gonna disappoint everyone. Just don't look at it.
It's the first question that popped
No.
up.
You don't have to answer every question. Just don't.
I'm not gonna be mean about it, okay? I'm not gonna be mean about Centaur World. I'm not gonna be mean about Centaur World.
Okay.
I'm the only one who's actually seen it.
We lose followers because of this.
None of you even know.
I've seen like 4 episodes of it. I'm getting through it.
Yeah, getting through it, sure. That's what you have to do.
You're being mean about it. You are doing. This is why I said don't talk about it.
Okay. No. Okay. Centaur World is a very impressively animated show. I think that the people behind it are wonderful. I am not the biggest fan of the writing or the characters. I think they are a little obnoxious and not in like a fun way. I find it very hard to get through that show. My girlfriend watched all of it and then reported back to me because I couldn't even get past like episode 2. She reported back to me and said that they would sing at least 2 songs per episode, and and a lot of the times it did nothing to drive the plot or characters forward. It was just kind of like there, and that is
unlike
like
Donkey
one of my
Kong.
big, unlike Donkey Kong. And I thought that sounded miserable. Now I've heard very great many things about the season 2. I've heard there's like gay characters in it, and I'm really glad for that. And people who like Centaur World, I can't listen to half the characters talk. They annoy me. So that was nice. That was all right, right? That was fine.
Next question. Who's your favorite meek little boy character?
I'm not answering this.
Oh.
I guess
Jeff,
Milo.
maybe.
How many are there?
Oh, well, there's
Milo
me.
Murphy.
There's Milo.
And there's also me. And
Double
me.
D.
And me.
There's Double D.
Whoa, it's Asumatsu Milo. Milo Matsu.
There's a Murphy. And I got a Murphy. And a turkey.
What is your favorite video game cartoon adaptation?
Oh, I heard Arcane was pretty good. I never saw it.
You need to answer with what you've watched.
I
What
know.
about one that I'm going to watch? Because the Cuphead show is going to be my favorite video game cartoon adaptation. I actually don't. I've said this before. I don't mind the Kirby anime. I really think it's fun. I think it's all right.
It's cute, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably good.
I don't know.
Mars Super Show. It's always like a treat to watch because I like the oddities.
What'd you
Yeah,
say?
definitely.
The
Oh,
Mars Super Show.
of course.
The what?
Mario Super Show.
Oh, yeah. That one's pretty good, and I like how they have like the live action segments. Those are cute. What what was it called? Hold on. What's this thing right there?
My answer is not Yokai Watch. I don't really actually like the Yokai Watch anime that much. I think it's just okay.
Of course.
There you go.
My favorite was shoot. Hold on.
I'm gonna say Donkey Kong. I feel like Donkey Kong's been too important in my life for me
And
not to be Donkey Kong.
And my favorite one was Mega Man Fully Charged.
I'm sure it was.
Sure it was, huh?
I'm sure you watched it.
I had to keep checking what it was called. I saw an episode of it. Okay,
How was it?
it was pretty good. Actually,
Did you really like it?
I guess in terms of things I've watched, I guess I'll say Sonic Boom. I actually kind of like Sonic Boom.
Okay.
I like gumball humor. Yeah.
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 Then Mario gets a star in Galaxy B6 half. He goes,
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I think about that. Yeah. He goes like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
Favorite Ralph breaks the internet moment.
Oh God.
Hello, I'm a little e-boy.
I like when Sonic was in it.
Yeah, Sonic's really good in those.
It's called Wi-Fi Ralph.
Oh man, Sonic was good at that. I used to love how he was animated. And...
Yeah.
As for somebody asked favorite home movies episode. I have a few, but I like the one where Brandon has to go to therapy, and I like it because I like the movie he's making in the background where he's like a guy who keeps shrinking, and I think it's really funny because like they keep like having a, you could tell how them as kids are making it seem like he's getting smaller, like they've made a cardboard hand, like a cardboard giant hand, and he's like standing on it. It's really funny. I think it's cute. I love that episode. I think it's really funny. I also just think the idea of Brendan going to therapy and like being really annoyed by it is also funny because he's kind of a snot-nosed kid, you know.
My favorite home movies episode is the one where Brendan's running a video store and these like these kids
God
like, come and they're talking to him, they're annoying him, they're trashing all the movies.
I wanted to say, I didn't get to answer my question about Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet. I wanted to say my favorite part of the movie is when Penelope sings a song and then Ralph images on the moon.
Yeah.
I refuse to answer the Ralph Breaks the Internet question. I'll just get angry. Actually, I liked it when it ended. It was over.
That's
my favorite part was the credits.
That's a real YouTube joke you just made.
Yeah, I know. I'm really glad you liked it.
Movie, why? Why must
like-
you do this to me, movie?
I like the bit where they call him a clown.
Ralph is straight clowning.
Yeah, he's a straight clown.
Straight out of clown.
There was oh God, there he is. There was a part in the movie where I really wished it was going to be a B movie B story, B plot. They kept going back to like with Calhoun and Felix looking after the kids, and I was like, if that came to fruition, those would have been my favorite scenes because that would have been some fun hijinks. But nope.
Yeah.
I can only say my favorite scenes are imaginary scenes I made up in my head that exist.
Someone wants to know what was our favorite line when filming for season 3. I gotta say, there's gonna be a lot of great moments here. The Seep characters is something really close to a lot of people's hearts, and I just wanted to make sure that we were doing that justice. I know people were little hesitant on the casting, but I want you to know that I'm dedicated to the fans right now. This is all about you, the fans. This is why we're doing this.
Yeah, there's a line in season 3. It's actually not to spoil too much, but it's when I die, and it I do die on the podcast. It's a really touching moment. Like Rosa sheds a tear, Seep starts laughing. It's a really good time, So I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be a really powerful moment, I think.
Somebody asked earlier who's Eggman's favorite Red Ape character.
The Red Ape family?
Yeah. Fuck.
His favorite what now?
It's a Red Ape character. Specifically Eggman's. I don't know, the Dr. Lion that eats people.
Fuck. Fuck.
I like the character who talks like this. He's talking so quiet that you can't really understand what he's saying. The audio's mixed so poorly. Yeah.
No, you know what? You know what we watched, Ryan?
What?
We watched Barney Journey to Imagination
That
Land.
was like a month ago.
It was not a month ago. It was like 2 weeks ago. It wasn't that long ago. What'd you think about it?
Barney goes to the island and the wacky inventor sees him and is terrified.
8-Bit Christmas on HBO Max.
Oh yeah, that's right. You watched that.
We watched that.
Well, everyone watched
that was
8-Bit
good.
Christmas on HBO Max. It's a Christmas classic.
It's a good movie.
What's the
Actually, I liked
basic
it.
premise of it? Tell me.
It's a Christmas story, but instead of being made in the 80s about the 50s, it's made in modern times about the 80s.
Okay, I see.
That's basically that. Instead of like a BB gun, he wants a Nintendo.
Okay,
That's pretty much what it is. But
Well,
it's like,
it's kind of fun.
yeah, it's kind of fun. It's got some. It's like a cute like weekend with dad movie. Is what I called it. You
Yeah,
know,
something you watch.
Nick Kroll's in it from Alvin and the Chipmunks. You might remember him.
Oh,
that's not.
yes.
No. Wait. Nick Kroll is the big mouth guy.
Oh, whatever. Whoever plays.
I'm blanking on his name.
I'm telling you. Hold on.
The guy who plays Ian.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
No,
Nick Kroll is the guy who plays Professor Poopy Pants and Captain Underpants.
Yeah,
Okay. It's hold on, David Cross, and I also learned about
David Cross.
I learned about David Cross today. When I was watching an old Xbox stream they did recently. David Cross loves Psychonauts 2, apparently. There's a fun fact for you.
Oh, all right, there you go.
Is it 3 hours? Are we at 3? Let's turn the stream off.
2 hours and 40 minutes. It's 2 hours and 40 minutes.
This is dangerous. Okay, let's bye everyone. I need to eat.
No, we need to see. This is the season finale. We need to close off in a better way.
Okay.
What should we do?
How about this? I'm gonna grab the mic.
Okay.
And let's get a little sentimental here, yeah? I'm gonna bring it all the way over to Rosa
Should
first.
I add everyone in the Discord server to come in the call right now?
No, don't do that. That would be awful.
Isn't that what we're doing for the what?
No, I get.
So I'm gonna hold it up to Rosa. Rosa, are you here with me?
No.
Okay, Rosa, what has been something that has made you happy about the podcast, doing the podcast? Go.
Ren.
Yeah, all right. Okay, see, what does happy make you about podcast?
This is the only time that I talk to anyone.
Oh my god. Don't say that.
It's true. It's like it's kind of true. When's the last time you talked to me?
You were in the Discord chat the other day. We watched Popeye together.
That's true. But yeah, I mean, just talking to people. There's like we're just friends here. We're all friends. Everyone in the chat watching this, you're all my friend. Here's my phone number.
334-265-7282.
There you go.
Do not call that person. Do not call that person. All right, Ryan. Big cheese herself.
I'm gonna give a real answer. Seep and Rosa are two of my closest, dearest friend and also girlfriend. They mean a lot to me. I appreciate both of them very much. I feel like without them, this show would not be the same. I feel like both of them have more confidence than me in a lot of ways, and I feel like they're very supportive of any idea I have, because I tend to need more of a backbone to help me with some of them, and I appreciate them being here and being part of this silly, goofy show. Thank you very much.
Now, hearing Ryan's very heartfelt answer, Rosa, would you like to change your answer?
Ren.
All right, good show, everybody.
Good show.
Thank you for having me for the 7 billionth time. Everyone in the audience, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you couldn't get someone more exciting.
Oh, you're pretty exciting. I mean, you do manage to keep us here for like 3 hours.
I don't know why you attribute that to me. It's not my fault. I didn't do it.
Now.
Well, you cultivate this culture of.
I cultivate.
Yeah.
Let's try to make sure every part of the screen is filled except our faces.
I would love that.
Hey,
it's not even here anymore. You know what? Cover up Grit. She's not even here anymore.
Hey,
I know this is sleeping creature.
Hey, before we go, I think there's one more thing we need to do before we end off. One important thing.
Yeah.
I used to be alone, just against the raging tide. But I guess I should have known that you were always by my side. And I had to be an island. Because you were all the while. And now I know that my fears are unjustified. Because we're strong.
And we're strong. And we don't need to take no slack.
And we're long.
Because we've always got each other's backs.
Here we go.
And if you try to knock us down, I think you must be right. As long as we're together, we
I wanna
can
go home.
stand
I wanna go
outside
home.
No.
kind of trouble.
I gotta get out of here.
Tries to put us in. You're out there on your own. You might just take it out of the chin.
Nash.
But it's us against you. Unless we win.
What's going on for so long?
And then Millhouse comes in. So far, it's been a rocky summer.
Stop it!
Again.
If I was pulling this crap, Ryan would have turned the stream off. That's the only reason this is going on. So, because she's the one who can turn it off. None of us can turn it off.
What about Mario?
What?
Yeah, what about Mario?
Against the universe.
End the stream, end the stream, end the stream, end the stream, end the stream.